This is a Miami Sports Music Podcast Network production. This is the #1 Miami fan morning show. Clock Blockers, let's go.
I know the whole city riding. A little early, it's a bit surprising. Business moves, now we enterprising. Switch it up, now we improvising. Go to get in the winter collar. Whole squad been trained to go.
What up, baby?
Singing this just a welcome, bro. To a time.
How y'all doing today?
To a time.
Clock Blockers, the #1 Miami fan morning show. Good morning, everybody.
My intuition told me this.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning to my family, my Finlaws. Super excited to be hanging out with y'all today. I know I missed a few days this week, man. How y'all doing? What's up? I missed y'all. Super excited to see y'all in the chat. Let me say hello to a couple of y'all in the chat who dropped in this morning early. Kane's 1989 was the first person in here. So Flow Soul, what's up? Manalo, Zach Turk is in the. Zach Turk's my guy. I love Zach Turk. That's the guy. If you didn't know, Zach Turk's the guy. Adam Sadowski's in the building. Raul is in the building. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What is going on? My name is Stephen Daniels. You can follow me on all social media at Stephen D SKPL. Spread kindness, positivity, and love. You can follow me on Twitter, X, Instagram, and I would suggest that you do this weekend. Because it's going to be big. As you can see, my phone's blowing up because it's been a crazy week for the FedEx Takeover and getting ready for that. And I'm going to talk about that here in a little bit. You can also follow Miami Sports Music everywhere at Miami Sports Music or on Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it at MIA Sports Music. On your way in today, make sure you hit the like button and share the link. Let people know that we're live. I know I have not been on lately. This week, but it's just been very overwhelming, and I'm gonna explain a little bit here in a few. But tell them that we're live. Say Steven's live right now. You gotta go see it. You gotta go see the guy. Okay, we're gonna try to wrap up everything all into one show. Wild Out Wednesday, Hot Take Tuesday, Thursday, all of it. We're gonna try to do into one abbreviated show. So we're gonna try to get all that in here. YouTube, if you want to sign up to become a member today, there are plenty of seats waiting at the table for you. We'd love to see you sign up and become a member. There are people that used to be members that aren't anymore. Whatever it is, make sure you sign up. I would love to see it. It's important. It helps the channel grow. It helps the brand grow. And let me tell you, we're doing big things. Just because you haven't seen me live this week does not mean I have not been working. It's been busy this week, and I'm going to tell you all about that here in a few. If you want to help the channel grow by donating, there's a few different ways you can do it. You can use the YouTube live super chat, which is the $ below the bottom of the chat, or you can use Cash App or PayPal, which is $MSM Podcast Network or MSM Podcast Network. You see the QR codes that you see on your screen there that I just put up there, and that's for Cash App and for PayPal. All right. And even if you're able to donate $1, it goes such a long way into helping the channel grow. Want to give a big shout out to our sponsor, Tailgreeter. Tailgreeter is absolutely amazing. Make sure you check them out. Download the app today on your current Crapple or Android device. It's good stuff, man. So make sure you guys check them out. And if you want to get tickets to anything this weekend, make sure you do it. It's gonna be a good time. So make sure you check that out. It's been busy. It's been super busy. What do I say that has not been said this week? We're gonna do. I'm trying to figure out where to start. So, couple things. FedEx takeovers this weekend. And it's been. I'm so looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. For those of you who watch my show on a regular basis, let me tell you, it's a lot of work to put these events together, and it can get very overwhelming. And the last couple of days have just been insane. Talking with the people that are putting the tailgate together, talking with the people, the restaurant slash a bar that we're doing the meet and greet with. Um, the most RSVPs I've ever had to a meet and greet is like 300. And I think 200 showed up, a little over 200. And that was for Philadelphia a few weeks ago. And it was great. It was awesome. We have almost 500 RSVPs. Solo D's calling me. I'm telling you, this is crazy. We have almost 500 RSVPs for Saturday night's meet and greet. 500. And it's still growing and it's still getting big. If 500 people show up, it's going to be, I mean, hell, if 350 people show up out of the 500, it's going to be crazy. And so getting all that stuff together is it's a lot. It's a lot. And it's not something that's just thrown together very easily. It's a lot of fun, but when you're putting it together, it's a lot to do. And then the tailgate the next day, I was thinking, and not prepared, that's the wrong word. I was expecting probably 150. We're at 250 people. We're ready for them. I've been on the phone the last 2 days to make sure they added staff, they added everything, food out. We went from one bar, now we're at 2 bars at the tailgate. It's insanity, and people are still getting them, and it's a lot, and it's a lot. My goal was to be able to bring people together, and that's what I've always wanted to do, and I love it, right? So I've been very, what's the word I want to use? I've been very mentally exhausted this past week and just overwhelmed. Overwhelmed is probably the right word. And so my wife, who's a writer and a poet, she's actually a published author. She's published some work too. My wife's awesome. She's absolutely amazing. She made me a poem this morning that is from like it's my point of view. And I wanted to share it with you to open the show today because I think it just kind of encapsulates. I think I'm saying that word wrong. How I have felt recently, especially this week, just overwhelmed. And I want you who watch my show and support me to kind of get an understanding mentally of what goes into all of this and how it is. And she hit the nail on the head. And it's awesome. Shout out to Mark for the $10 donation. Love the show, brother. Keep grinding. Fins with the win. 35-10 over the Skins. I like it, Mark. I like it, man. Thank you. Okay. You ready for the poem? I think it's a pretty good one. It's called Empathy for Me. And she wrote this as if she were me, because I am not good at writing. And I cannot always, I can talk a good game, but writing stuff down, I am not good with. All right. Y'all ready? An Empathy for Me by Tamika Daniels. Okay. Wrestling with the weight the world has placed on me, hoping for a moment when I can be free of expectations and demands that keep coming my way. I just want to be a fan and cheer on my team today. Another meet and greet, tailgate, and game, constantly being measured because every experience isn't the same. No one knows the amount of work and energy it takes to be a podcast celebrity. I am not that, by the way. Always on even when I'm trying to rest, giving everything I have to be the best. Fingers of blame always seem to be pointing my way, but when things go well, no one has anything to say. A great husband, dad, friend, and podcaster is what I aspire to be. But the world just continues to place additional weight on me. Searching for refuge that will allow me to take control. My dream is to sit back and watch my team win the Super Bowl. As I look around to see the journey I have been on through today, I realize I have overcome a lot of habits and hangups along the way. Am I perfect? Only the 72 Dolphins can claim that prize, but I am blessed and will work to see myself through God's eyes. It's pretty good. She's pretty good. Shout out to the missus. I was so uninspired to just like I've just been so mentally drained. Um just getting this thing together. And so that was like, yeah, that's it. Somebody sees me. Somebody sees what it is. Um so shout out to the missus. I'm gonna read it again a little bit later. Because it was good stuff. So shout out to the missus for that. I like it a lot. Um this weekend's gonna be absolutely insane. Okay, so I fly out tomorrow morning. I get to DC in the afternoon. My mom's coming. My mom's never been to any of my events too, so I'm pretty excited about that. And that brings on its own uh stress and stuff like that, man. Corey Walker says, keep up the hard work. Love your stuff. I miss it when you're gone. Please. I appreciate that, Corey. I do, man. Thank you. Raul with the clap. Thank you, Raul. Thank you. Mark Newman says, that's awesome. Love it. So Friday night's going to be a vibe, right? Just chilling. Saturday is going to be crazy. Saturday, like I said, over 500 RSVPs for the meet and greet at the Admiral. Okay. We're going to have DJ Sick Turtle there. We're going to have a Miami Dolphin limited theme menu. Solo D is going to perform. There's going to be a raffle, a 50-50 raffle, an autograph auction for a couple of big ticket items. It's free to come to. It doesn't cost anything. But you're obviously, if you want to get involved with any of the other stuff, that stuff costs. But it's free, and we're expecting over 500 Dolphins fans at this thing. It's going to be insane. So I'm looking forward to that. Saturday is the tailgate. Okay. So the tailgate is an all-inclusive eat and drink experience. It's going to be located in the bus RV lot of the stadium. And if you don't know where that quite is, this is where's it at? Want to make sure I get you this. If you don't know exactly where that quite is, let me kind of explain it to you as far as the FedEx Takeover is concerned. So the way that it works is you see the FedEx field down on the bottom left, and you see that road that says Redskins Road, that blue with we see the red X there. That's the bus RV lot. If you want an aerial footage of what it looks like, this is it. And that top part is where we're going to be, where we're going to take over. I have a feeling we're going to take over a big portion of that top lot of the bus RV lot. It's going to be crazy, insane. Okay. And if you want to come to that, it's got tailgate games. We're going to have 2 full service bars. We're going to have a full service bar, and then we're going to have a drink station, which is pretty dope the way they will have it set up. We're going to have live DJ, Sick Turtle. We're going to have a cigar lounge and much more. I know the forecast is for rain. We're going to have tents. I don't think they're going to cover everybody, but we are going to have tents. We're going to have some space heaters. But when you go through to get your food and go through to get your drinks and all that stuff will be covered, which will be great. It's going to be insane. Absolutely wild. All right. So we got that. If you want to, oh, by the way, so let me finish by saying this. You can get your tickets on Tailgreeter. Go to tailgreeter.com, type in FedEx Takeover, and get your tickets up there. Okay. The tailgate starts at 9:30 a.m. The gates open into the parking lot at 9. Okay. So the people are going to be there that are putting this on, Sugar Rim Bar, um, who is absolutely amazing to work with over the past couple of weeks and helping me put this together. They're going to get in there right at 9. They're going to have to set up in like 30 minutes, which they can do. And then the thing will officially start at 9:30. It might start a little bit before that, but I'm saying officially at 9:30. And the food will probably be ready to go before then, but we're saying, to be on the safe side, that the food will be ready by 10 a.m. Okay. So tailgate starts officially at 9:30. Food will be served at 10 a.m. It's awesome. It's worth every penny. It's going to be amazing. This is not your typical, let me get a grill, cook up a couple burgers. No, this is legit. It's legit. We're going to have Cuban sliders there. We will have burgers and hot dogs and bratwurst and all that kind of stuff. We're going to have macaroni and cheese, and it's going to be good food, great food. And I'm excited about that, man. So it's going to be good. And then Solo D is going to be performing, which is going to be awesome. So Solo D will be performing there. Obviously, Sick Turtle, he'll be there on Saturday and on Sunday. And I think he's got DWA gear for sale too. So be there to check that out. Now, if you want to come to the tailgate and you're going to be downtown in the area, so we have a group hotel at the Hampton Inn by Hilton. We're out of the group rate, but I know that there's still rooms available by Hilton and on booking.com. There's still rooms available for this weekend. So go to Hilton or booking.com, look up Hampton Inn, and it's the Washington, D.C. White House one, not the convention center. The White House, D.C. Hampton Inn. And we're going to have a bus, a round trip bus. All right. And the bus is dope because we're going to leave the hotel at 8:30 a.m. And it's going to take us right to the tailgate. And then after the game, it's going to take us back to the hotel. So even if you're not staying at our hotel, but you're staying near it, it's going to be awesome. Okay. So make sure you check that out. Yeah, so that's what that is. So I got people texting me all at the same time. So I'm trying to read text, trying to read emails. It's insane. So what I'm going to do this morning is I'm going to open up the link because I need y'all's help to do this show today to get this out there. And I know y'all want links and stuff like that. Yes, it is okay to park your car at the hotel and ride the bus. I am touche. Definitely is. So yeah, I would love to see that. If you want the link is in the description below for Tailgreeter to purchase your tickets. So yeah, I would love to hear from you. So let me pin the link to the top of the page. Get up here. I want to hear from you. Are you excited about this week? What's going on? Your thoughts about Hard Knocks, JPP signing with the Dolphins, anything you want to ask about me, I'll answer as it comes, all that. F all that, Stephen D. We got beef. Now that I confirmed you are okay, mofo, we got all type of smoke to hash out before I go on the boycott of this channel till years end. All right, Vonjo, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it, my guy. So yeah, I'm come on. I want to hear from you. Let's go. You get all this type of coverage this morning. That's what I want to hear. I'm sorry, I got a text and I'm like blown from the text right now. So, what's up? How y'all doing? I'm telling you, this has been just a crazy week. Crazy week. Absolutely insane. So, yeah, let me hear from you. How's everybody doing? The link is pinned to the top of the page. Get up here. Let me do this. I got people that are texting me, send me the link because I can't get it on the thing. I love when that happens. It's pinned to the top of the chat, just so everybody knows. All right. There we go. All right, I just sent it out. Stephen, why did Kaz disappear like Carr this season? I don't know, Gabriel. I don't know. Turned up for this takeover. David, it's going to be fire. It's going to be good times, man. It's going to be awesome. Mark says, I'm at work watching you now, Stephen. I appreciate it, man. Shout out to you. Are you going to go live from the tailgate? No, just way too much to do for me to do all that. This is a whole thing all on its own, let alone trying to run this event, which has just been insane in itself. Bill's fake crowd noise says, good morning. Just passing by to say, everyone, Bills really suck. Have a great day, everyone. I am mad. The guy who's been instrumental. Matter of fact, this would not be happening this weekend without this guy. He's my partner in crime in this whole thing. Let me bring him on. My man, my brother, president of the Valley Fanatics fan club, Ryan Keeling. What up, Ryan?
What up?
Been trying to explain to people how crazy this weekend is.
Dude, I'm pumped.
Me too. I'm pumped too.
Awesome. We're both pumped.
I'm trying to text somebody back as this is going on. Oh, man. Did you finally watch Hard Knocks?
Yeah.
What did you think of this episode?
I thought episode 2 was way better than episode 1.
There's some people
like,
that
I'm not like
it
I know I'm in the minority. Everybody loved the first episode and it was fine. I don't know, man. What Channing Crowder once said that Tua is a square and saw a lot more of that in the first episode. And I never got into the rah-rah speeches like the linebackers coach gave and all that. So I thought this episode was much better.
It was very emotional. I know that. It was very, very emotional. And
hey, I'm not gonna lie, I teared up when Jalen was tearing up.
Me too, man. Me too. My daughter was crying. I was crying. It was like, man, what is this show doing? All right, let me bring in another guy who's got beef with me. Let me bring him in. Von Joe. Good morning, Spawn Joe. You need to change your name to Spawn Joe if you got beef with me this morning.
Steven, where were you on Tuesday?
What was I doing all this week, Ryan?
We've been on the phone.
We have been
Steve
on
and
the
I have been
phone
on the phone with each other like almost 12 hours a day setting up this weekend.
Yeah, okay, that's nice.
Many people.
Congratulations, but you wasn't on the phone with me.
Okay.
Because did you not supposed to have a show on Tuesday for Mr. Genesis' birthday? It was supposed to be a big celebration.
I know you.
And I took a PTO day, my final PTO day, my last PTO day.
Oh man, you do got beef with me.
I took off for that show. I didn't get a text.
I can't defend you, Steven.
I didn't get a text either. I
didn't get a call. I didn't get nothing. Just, hey, you know what? Fuck Ronjo and whatever his time and his allocation of time and what he has going on. I'm gonna go ahead and do what I gotta do. Very disappointed.
For the record, I knew nothing of this.
Very disappointed. So that's all I came up here to say.
I owe you big time, actually.
So
why don't you come up to DC this weekend?
So I'm gonna go ahead and say, now you're trying to get me to go to somewhere where it's cold and wet.
It's cold.
To go watch our Miami Dolphins play a preseason game. Okay. All right. So the insults continue.
Lewis, you hear this man getting on me, Lewis? You hear him? He all up. He's so mad at me.
Well, listen, I'm up here because It looks like Steven's about to get hazed, and I wouldn't miss that for the world. I'm with Von Joe on this.
So, Lewis, you're a man that values your time, right?
Absolutely, Von
Oh
Joe.
my God!
Okay.
Look,
So, as a
here's the
husband,
messed up part. I
as a
have no leg to
father,
stand
as an
on here.
employee, as a man in these streets, you value your time, right? So when your time gets utterly disrespected, and spat upon, you'll feel a way about that, right?
Von Joe, I am telling you publicly, I genuinely apologize to you and Andrevius. Okay.
I don't know about Andrevius. I give two shits about Andrevius and his situation. All I know is, again, my time was disrespected. I was even on camera showing you you and Genesis booking that PTO day, my final 8 hours of PTO.
The weird thing is, Von Joe, Steven messaged me on Tuesday and told me to hell with Von Joe. He wasn't having a show. I was shocked.
Listen, I believe level 2 noob at this point.
Don't let that man lie to you.
At this point, I believe level 2 noob because, again, I didn't get a call, I didn't get nothing. I even text you to see if you were okay. You said, yeah, just playing DC stuff, and I just left it there.
By the way, TD and I have not talked in a while, so I asked TD if we were good. So he puts on the spiel about, nah, man, you were talking crap about me. I can't stand you. I'm like, what did I say? I don't know what I said. He's like, I'm just messing with you, man. I'm like, don't do that. I can't. My heart cannot take that. Ryan, the guy who is putting on the tailgate for us, he got me real good yesterday. I was so scared. So scared. Ryan thought I was going to have a heart attack on the phone yesterday.
Well, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to say, Lewis, Ryan, you guys have a wonderful day. I'm going to go ahead and proceed with my day and people that value my time. Right?
Level 2 news. I have totally legit screenshots of this text and that I absolutely didn't Photoshop. Well, they will be definitely on Twitter here in a minute.
Again, I truly believe them, and I'm going to go ahead to people that values my time and respect me as a man.
See,
and a Dolphin fan as well. So you guys have a wonderful day, and no matter what, it still fins up.
Hey, can I ask you what can I do to make it up to you?
No, sir, you can't ask me anything.
Nothing.
You guys have a wonderful day. I bid you adieu, sir. I bid you adieu.
Later, Von Joe.
I got nothing to say.
Yeah, yeah.
There's no defense of this. This is, I screwed up with him. Like, him and Andrevius legit took off for that show on Tuesday. Oh, damn. I feel bad. I feel really bad.
That's messed up, Steven. I know nothing about it.
You should feel bad, bro. You want so much, but you give so little. How does that work?
I want so much. See, I give so little.
Wow.
I give so little. Did you
coming in late?
That my wife wrote this morning? Were you not listening?
Sounds like a doctor's note, bro. I don't want to hear no dog eating your homework, bro. You got to come in on time. You got to get these people rooted up. You got to get them hyped up. All I hear is, we got tents at the tailgate and heaters.
Cap, I'm gonna hurt you.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy.
I know, man. Y'all wilding out on me this morning.
Whoa, you didn't come in yesterday?
I'm sorry. Okay. I'm trying to make the world happy. Okay, trying to make my family happy, the world happy, Ryan happy, everybody happy. Apparently, I just let everybody down. That's all I do.
What about us, Steven?
I don't know. What about you, Cap? What about?
Okay, look. So we have done the research. We've done the numbers. Me and Color have come to the realization that the magic number is 4, but it actually is 3, because in order for us to get the momentum and the respect earned, 11 wins is a must. The one number for the Bills is losing 1 and they're done with the division. So
if we win the next 2 and the Bills lose the next 2, we are in the playoffs no matter what. We are in. But to me, that's not enough. I want to win the division. I want it handedly. And I'd like to compete for the first overall spot in the AFC.
I'm pretty sure
let me
if
ask
we
you
win the
this.
next 2 and the Bills lose the next 2, we clinch the division.
No, I heard it was 1.
That's a 5-game lead with 4 with no. Yeah, because that's a 5-game lead with 3 left.
No, so right now it's actually 2.5 games. So on
Yeah, it's
Sunday,
right now. But if we win on Sunday and they lose the next, if we win one out of the next two and they lose the next two, then we clinch.
no, we need to win both. And they
I
have.
Well,
don't
look,
think we do.
we actually talked about this also yesterday, and we come to the point now where this is the fourth season where we get to 8 wins, and then after the 8 wins, all hell breaks loose, and we get a mental brain fart. So, I mean, do we end up going
Yeah.
past 10 wins like Flores did in his first year, and we ended up not even making the playoffs
Yeah.
with 10 wins?
Cap, it's not even close. We're getting way over 10 wins.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
10
Lewis,
wins
let me
is-
ask you, what did Steven Daniels, that handsome guy who does a midday show, say at the beginning of everything at the year? Well, how many wins did I say we were going to get? 13 or 14?
I don't
And y'all
13 or
killed me.
14.
I don't know
I
about
don't
that.
know, but I got 12. I got written down 12.
Y'all called me a homer, everything. I said we're getting 13 or 14 wins this year.
I had 12. I had us winning 12, I believe.
Yeah, I think all of us had 12, to be honest with you.
I had 12. I think a lot of us had 12.
I had 13,
Yeah. 12,
but
13.
I had us winning Kansas City. So
Well, is there anything I wanted to pose this question because we didn't have Wildin' Out Wednesday because Steven let everybody, Ron Joe and
Steven.
down on Tuesday.
Good morning, Batman.
And then he let everybody
Good morning.
down yesterday. But is there
Good morning, sir. Good morning.
Is there any concerns to any of you gentlemen going into Washington? Is there anything
No.
about this game?
Nope.
So
yes,
Nope.
Yes.
What's
We
that?
better
Ryan?
not.
I would love to hear Ryan's concern going into Sunday.
the only concern I have, it's not based in reality. The only concern I have is it's December. This team just has a track record of shit in the bed in
He's not,
December.
he's not lying. He's not lying.
So nothing.
I
Ryan,
got
let
a
me ask you this.
concern.
Let me pose the question like this. Hold on, Batman, real quick. Is there anything
Whoa.
from the Washington football team that
No.
concerns you, Ryan?
Hey, breaking news.
No.
Breaking news. Buffalo Bills linebacker Von Miller has a warrant out for his arrest.
What?
Say what?
Violence. Yep, domestic violence case.
No.
Yep, he has a warrant
Oh.
out for his arrest. Talk about
That'll probably be resolved by the end of the weekend or the end of the week next week at the latest.
it's and the warrant is out in Dallas. His pregnant girlfriend is
Dallas.
accusing him of assaulting her at their home in Dallas on Wednesday morning.
What's he doing in Dallas in the middle of the week?
Well, they got an off week. They got an off week.
They're off.
It's their bye.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, that's right. That's well. Yeah,
But-
all right. That's right. That's right.
Now, forget not trying to get into the domestic violence part of it, which is bad all the way around. But I feel like in years past, this was the Dolphins' MO. You get on a bye week, we get some craziness that happens on the bye week, and now all of a sudden there's off the field stuff. I said at the beginning of the year, I said, man, the Bills they're not a good run organization. It's falling apart. And the moment Leslie Frazier left, whether he was fired or left on his own free will, whatever it was, okay, that franchise started going downhill. Don't care what anybody says.
Yeah, they're done.
Agreed.
Yeah, they're done.
So
I got a concern, Lewis, for the Commanders game. I got a concern.
What's that, Batman?
Crypto's making chicken hot dogs instead of beef hot dogs outside the stadium.
please stop. No,
Well-
I don't want no chicken hot. That's
well-
like Bon Joe and his chicken bacon, which is gross.
Is that even
Well-
legal?
This
Well,
shouldn't
I
be.
don't. Listen,
Not where I
if we're-
come from.
If we're gonna be honest, right, and just not be homers, and I don't want this to come off as Miami's gonna lose or we're gonna give up a massive amount of points or nothing like that. But again, all I've been hearing about this kid, and when you watch him, it is true. Now, he's been
You
sacked a
talking
lot.
about Sam Howell?
I'm talking about Sam Howell, right? The Washington Redskins do have weapons. It's not like this team doesn't have any weapons. They can play
Sam,
the points.
Sam Howell's legit. Sam Howell's legit. I'm not
He can
denying Sam Howell.
he can sling it. He can
and
sling
he
it.
can sling it, right? Everybody's saying he's a gunslinger mentality. I mean, he's been sacked more than any quarterback in the league, but you look at him, leads the league in passing. This is no scrub now. So I'm not saying I'm concerned or whatever.
Can I tell you who he reminds me of?
Yeah, go ahead, Steven.
Miami Dolphins Ryan Tannehill. That's who he reminds me of.
I was going to say another Ryan, and I was going to say another Ryan. Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Fitzpatrick.
I see that too.
Right? Guy, little mobile, can make moves with his legs, can make some plays, get out the pocket. He's just a gunslinger, right? He's coming to play. It is kind of.
But he's very boom or bust like Fitzpatrick too, though.
It's boom or bust.
Do you think that's because Ron Rivera and the whole situation in Washington, or do you like if he had a better setup in Washington? Do you think he would his numbers are good now? Imagine
he's got Eric Bieniemy coaching him up too.
Well,
Eric Bieniemy's the
so are you of the mindset that Bieniemy is going to take over? By the way, for Rivera next year?
Yeah.
I don't know if he gets that job. I don't know.
I mean, there's rumors. There's rumors in the local sports talk in this area, because as you all know, I'm in the DC area.
You're in West Virginia. You work in. Okay.
Well, I'm at work right now, and I listen to sports talk radio while I'm at work.
Everybody, Ryan is from West by God, Virginia.
The working theory on the sports talk radio up here is that it's either going to get handed over to Bieniemy without even going through an interview process with outside candidates, or they're going to try and pull off some nonsense to bring in Bill Belichick.
I think they're going after the Lions OC.
Ghost of Adam Gase on Twitter just slaughtered Von Miller, and I don't even know if I should repeat it, but it's.
Remember, Steven, it's all we gotta get the facts first. You know, we gotta get the facts. We gotta see what happens in the next couple of days.
But Adam Gase's thing is legit. He said, "Bro's got more domestic violence warrants than sacks this season." Facts, big facts. Just saying.
God damn.
That's a mic dropper. Walk away. Okay. Yeah, I don't need. I know that. Yeah. Moving on. What about what are you scared, Lewis, for this weekend? Because it sounds like you're scared.
Sounds like Lewis is scared.
Ain't nobody scared. No, you see, people hear what they want to hear. No one said nothing about being scared. I'm just. There's a lot of people in the community. You know how we do. Oh, it's a 40 burger. It's a 50 burger. It's this. It's that. Again, weather permitting, Steven, you said.
Lewis, let me ask.
It could be raining.
Are we capable of putting up 40 points against this team?
We're capable of scoring 100.
Okay.
I don't see
if we don't throw interceptions.
Honestly, if we don't put up 40 against this team, then that just scares me for the rest of this December football. That's just as bad to me. This Washington's defense is not very good, and their team overall is not very good. If we can't drop 40 on them, regardless of it being on the road and the weather conditions and such, that just spells disaster for what the rest of that. That's just as bad as a loss to a Giants team or something.
See, we always talk about what the other team does and what we should put on the other team, right? But the fact of the matter is we're not talking about the last 3 to 4 weeks. This offense hasn't looked what it looked like the first 4 or 5 weeks of the season.
It's silly.
You know, I went back and watched the Jets game from Black Friday. Without those 2 drives of the bad interceptions by Tua, even with the fumble,
he played a good game.
He played a great game.
But don't let Lewis tell you that.
Hey, good is not great. Don't get it confused.
I don't know about a great game.
Those 2 interceptions were really bad, though.
Track those 2 plays.
You take away those 3 minutes. It's a good game.
No, you don't even need to. The fumble was I get it, right? But as far as I'm concerned, the league is up this year in fumbles because now they're teaching these guys to punch the ball out. And you can have it right here, and while you're falling, just gravity the way that is.
Oh, that's what it is. That's why we keep fumbling so much. That's what it is.
Come on, Cap. Let's be real.
No, you come on, man. You're reaching. Get out of here.
Your just by gravity, your arms are going to go towards.
Bro, that's football. We've known that since elementary. Come on, man. Don't do that.
Why this year is the NFL up with these fumbles as people are getting tackled?
Why do we have 10 games with 10 turnovers in a row? We can't answer all these questions, bro. You're asking to nitpick something that's just
Okay,
like
you realize that there's only 5 teams with better wins than the Miami Dolphins over the last 28 games.
No, I'm not arguing that. I'm just arguing the fact that we can't take care of the ball, and that's just a fact. You want to check off all these check marks off of everything that's going on this year. Turnovers is not helping.
I'm not saying that they are, but what I'm saying is the Dolphins, okay, or Tua played in my opinion, you take away those 2 plays. I don't even care about the fumble, Batman, as he left. Take away those 2 plays.
If he had a great game, what happens to him being on top of the passing rating and now he's like below top 5 now? You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to nitpick, but don't make it seem like he got elevated after that game. If anything, he went down in yardage.
We talk, but see, this is the problem, Cap.
It's not a problem. It's an observation.
No, hold on. Let me
it's
finish.
funny that we don't hear from Cap when Tua's on top of things.
Problem I have with that.
Man, I've been up here for months. Get out of here. You've been at work, or I don't know where you've been, but you've been at the grocery store or something. I don't know where the hell you've been.
Cap, let me finish. The problem I have with that statement is that we are up in rushing. We lead the NFL in rushing touchdowns.
We're top 5 in receiving. We're top 5 in rushing. I think we're hanging on to top 5 in passing. I get that. But, I mean, you can't afford to do this crap in December. We got to win 3 games in a row.
Cat, damned if you do, damned if you don't, right? Like,
you're damn real. You're damned if you do, damned if you don't. You can't be turning the ball over like that. I'm sorry.
No, you can't. Like, this is my problem, Lewis. Some fans in this family.
It's not a problem. It's an observation.
I'm not saying Cap. I'm not saying you, Cap. I'm saying some fans within the fan base are now saying, well, look at his completion percentage. It's down from what it's been. But the rushing yards are up. And
because you love the stats, but when I bring up that stat, the stats don't matter.
You want. So, like,
you love the stats, but when I bring up that stat, the stat don't matter, right?
It does matter. I'm giving you a reason.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
Well, it matters. It matters.
What are you talking about?
It matters. No, listen, Cap. If I'm going to be honest, it matters. The numbers.
Like I said, I'm not here to nitpick because we're top 5 in everything, so there's nothing to nitpick. But you're not going to tell me that that issue right there in 1 minute with 2 turnovers didn't make your stomach turn.
But you literally just said it was a problem. It's not.
It can't be a problem moving forward is what I'm saying. It's concerning. Like Lewis said, we have concerns. That's why he's bringing up concerns.
Using your words correctly, which you just did, is correct.
If you let me finish, it'll make sense. But you can't just, you can't do that what you're trying to do.
Hey, Steven, I want a DNA test on Cap. I know he's Steven and Crypto, or I know he's Pete and Crypto's kid.
Whoa.
Man, that fool is both of them mixed into one person.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I'm going on mute.
I don't know, man. What is it? Imitate? What is it? The best form of flattery is what? Imitation or something like that? Special imitation or whatever?
Yeah.
Man, because you're never wrong, Crypto's never wrong, and your takes are pretty bad like Pete.
But you're up there talking about it, though, right? Like, it pretty much got your attention, right?
Nah, dude,
But big shot.
It's just what? The first name you said was mine, so I guess you had a hard on me, right? So I guess it's something I said must have made sense. Because if I'm not irrelevant, you won't bring my name up at all and jump on the panel. But I digress.
Bro, you just don't shut up.
On the panel.
And I'm not going to shut up until we win the Super Bowl. How about that?
But he is on the
You want me to shut up? Win the Super Bowl. How about that, Sosa?
All right.
All right. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Continue, Steven.
I
He's
believe it.
these millennials, bro. I swear.
Hey,
Andrevius,
I would like to apologize to you and Macho and Andrevius from Tuesday. I apologize, Andrevius. Andrevius is in the chat. I apologize. Yes, Andrevius, I apologize to you, man.
Great, don't accept anything.
If it isn't the most inconsistent morning show on
it's not
YouTube.
even a morning show, it's like a midday show. Come on, let's be honest. It don't start
It's
till
the best
10.
midday show, bro.
I didn't say it wasn't the best. I'm just saying that it's a midday show. Not
Oh, Sosa, you done brought out the dog, Sosa. Oh God, you're about. Oh man.
Good morning, Pete. Hello, Pete.
Pete's been crying
morning,
this
guys.
about how Tyreek's taking targets from Waddle and Waddle's mad.
Sosa says our concerns are not merited right now, Pete. He's saying right now we should be living on cloud 9. What's your thought?
No, Andrevius read my tweet. Andrevius knows what I'm coming with. And you know what? After seeing that tweet, Andrevius, I'm gonna let you know right now, I feel terrible for Jalen Waddle.
Oh,
I am so hurt for the Penguins because the fact that this guy does not have the numbers that he could have been putting up, and then you have someone like Tyreek Hill tell us, oh, I left Kansas City because I didn't want to be a side chick. But yet you came to the Dolphins where we spent 2 first-round draft picks on a receiver that's almost just like Tyreek Hill. This is sad, man. This guy's career numbers you guys are not thinking about. Receptions, the records this guy could have been putting up by himself here. Tyreek Hill was not needed.
So now you
I'm gonna be honest.
Terrible.
I've never understood the math y'all do on Waddle. Why do y'all keep saying we use 2 first-round picks on him? Where do y'all get that math from?
Because they traded down from 3 to 12, and then they traded back up, and they traded back up. So
y'all math is terrible. I would hate to see y'all fucking math grades. I would hate to see y'all fucking math grades in school. If that's how you put the math together, that we traded up, got some more picks, and then we traded some of those to get a different pick. But what the fuck are y'all talking about? We gave up 2. No, the fuck we didn't. You idiots.
I just want to say
it's 2 first-round draft picks.
I haven't.
You don't think about it like that. You gotta be a clown.
I haven't been on all week. No swear jar today. No swear jar.
Bro,
fuck yeah.
This is fucking ridiculous, Steven. You have to cuss when you listen to this bullshit.
I'm glad you got these guys cursing, by the way, Steven, because you know kids love to listen. But anyways, Steven, let me tell you something about cursing. Let me tell you something about cursing.
Remind y'all that Waddle was projected.
Ryan, real quick, let me tell you something about Steven, guys. This Hard Knocks is a terrible look on our coach. He curses way too much, and he told the player. He told the player, fuck you. Can you imagine that? He told somebody, fuck you, to a player in the locker room. I just imagine Flores saying that. Imagine Flores telling Tua that. Can you imagine that?
Yeah, but there's a difference.
This is terrible. This is a terrible look. This Hard Knocks has a terrible look. And then you have the narrator, Steven, making fun of our coach, saying he doesn't look like a coach, he doesn't think like a coach, he doesn't talk like a coach, he doesn't dress like a coach. Like, we are the laughing stock right now.
Pete, don't be talking about Mr. Steal Your Girl. Because that's who coach is right now. He missed to steal your girl after that story that we heard on Black Friday. Don't worry, he'll come out and steal your girl. He will.
What's the story? What happened?
You didn't
hear, Cap?
You didn't hear?
No.
Oh, you didn't hear that?
Oh man, Mike McDaniel is snatching women. He just snatches them on the dance floor.
Was a coach in college, and a player was out on the dance floor, and he said,
"No, it was when he was in the U. It was in the UFL, wasn't college.
USFL." And he said, he said, leave the floor. This player was dancing with this girl, and he went up to him and said, "Hey, you're not dancing with her no more, or I'm gonna cut you." And the guy walked away, and he went in, and 5 years later they were married. Just saying.
Hey, Steven, I'm glad.
By the way, there was an exaggeration to that story, but I still love it. I still think it's a great story.
Hey, Steven,
what's up, man?
I'm glad Pete said that. What was he saying? If you sound like a duck or whatever, because he don't sound like a fan.
Like he don't walks like a duck and quacks like a duck. It must be.
Yeah, but he don't sound like a Dolphin fan. He don't act like a Dolphin fan. He don't type like a Dolphin fan.
Sosa, when was the last time you've been on here, Sosa? What the hell's wrong with you, man? It's like 7 months since you've been on here. Now all of a sudden you're preaching the choir?
Hey. I'm just here to fuck shit
now
up.
You're the end all be all. You haven't even been up here in a year, bro. We've been trying to get you up here. Now all of a sudden now you're brave, right? Now you're brave, right?
Fuck shit up.
Unbelievable, these millennials.
You guys don't think that if we would have been using Jalen Phillips differently, he might have not hurt his Achilles like that?
No, we don't think that, Pete. Because how else are we supposed to use him, Pete? He's a fucking pass rusher. How are we supposed
on
to
the defensive line with his hands on the dirt.
Man,
not standing up. Not standing up, bro. Not standing up.
I miss you guys this week.
You can scream all as loud as you want. Nobody pays attention to that crap, bro.
No, nobody pays attention.
Nobody's paying attention to that crap, bro.
Do you hey, Steven, do you have an alarm on one of those little things, the little things you be pressing that makes all the sounds? You
these
have an
guys,
alarm sound?
these.
I'll find one.
Hey, yeah, find one. Sound the alarm for fucking panel killers. They're up here.
Yeah. Yep. You're one of them with no sense. You're one of them with no sense.
What do you, Pete, you just literally said, and I quote, do you guys think we should have used Jalen Phillips in a different way? What fucking way? He's a pass rusher.
With his hands on the dirt. If he was in Buffalo, he'll be with his hands on the dirt on that defensive line. If he was in the Raiders, if he was in the Raiders, he'll be playing like Max Crosby. He'll be playing like Max Crosby with his hands on the dirt.
This is what happens when I don't come on for a few days. All this aggression just is built up.
I blame you, bro.
Because Jalen Phillips, look how Jalen Phillips, look, listen, Steven, the Jalen Phillips injury hurt us so much. Look how dumb Lewis is reacting to it. That guy is hurt over this Jalen Phillips. He's screaming like a clown right now. And all I asked was why we couldn't been using Jalen Phillips like Max Crosby on the defensive line with his hands on the dirt. He would not have had to take off like that.
We don't run the same defense.
Yeah, exactly, Ryan. But
out of position. These guys are different.
So it just
the defense that's allowed one score in the fourth quarter
out of
over
position, but he's having the best year of his life.
Right,
he was,
but he's playing out of position.
We're on pace to break the all-time single season sack record in this defense. Come on now, let's stop. Let's stop with that, Pete. Come on.
11 wins, bro.
How are we stopping? I'm just saying, if we would have had him as a down technique line on the line like a Max Crosby, Steve, I don't think he gets that injury. That's the type of player he could have been. He's nasty like Crosby. He could have been playing like that on the line. Maybe that's why his sack numbers were so low. Because he's always standing up.
10-minute timeout. You got day bands. You got week-long
I got timed out already. They can't handle the truth.
People can't handle the truth. They don't want the smoke.
Hey, Steven, let me go to the next topic.
We don't want the smoke. No, hell
how do you feel, Steven? How do you feel about the regression about your quarterback now that we enter December?
Hold on. What regression? What regression?
There is no regression.
The regression on the quarterback the last couple weeks. Look at his third down. Look at his third down numbers. Look at his efficiency. Look at his turnover ratio. Just look at him.
Hey, Pete, I got a question. You think if they use J.K. Dobbins as a wide receiver instead of a running back, he wouldn't have got his Achilles torn up?
All right, so timeout. Number one.
If they just played him at a different position, he wouldn't have tore his Achilles.
I'm gonna answer you, Pete. I'm gonna answer you. This offense.
I just want to know how him playing a certain position is what tore his Achilles.
Why did not Thursday?
So J.K. Dobbins should have played a different position, according to Pete.
Well, maybe Derek Carson is playing receiver over there in New Orleans on Pete on your other team.
Panel killer alert.
Your fifth favorite team.
Sound the alarm. Panel killer alert.
What position should?
All right, hold up.
Pete, I want to answer
Pete's question.
Thank you, Steven.
Pete.
You can let the clowns talk. I just need my answer. My question answered.
See, there you go. All right, look.
Hey, Steven, real quick. You know what this show reminds me of? The Dolphins are winning. Everything's cool. It reminds me of that scene from Coach Carter when they got all in trouble and Timo Cruz was like, "Ain't this what you want to coach? You want to win? Look at, we're still bitching. Just enjoy the ride."
You remember that?
You remember last year?
Bozo the Clown. You remember
last year?
Bozo the Clown?
8-3.
I bet you how high comes off fucking.
You remember around Christmas time how Lewis was sounding? You remember? Oh, this is hilarious.
Don't worry about how Lewis was.
This is hilarious.
Shut the fuck up. You can hear
the fact is, 8-3 doesn't have anything. December football started. You saw what they said. You saw what they said on Hard Knocks. You saw what they said on Hard Knocks. You saw what Wes Welker said on Hard Knocks. December football is playoff football. And what happened last year in December football, Steven? Answer the regression question, Steven.
Hey, Pete, you want
Oh,
Steven to
and 4
answer all
last
these
Cowboy
questions.
Bills fan living in the past.
You want Steven to answer these questions. Pete, can I ask you a question? What was your thoughts on Aiden O'Connell? Can you repeat what your concerns were when you were telling us we were going to lose to Aiden O'Connell? Can you please tell us that? Or how about
No,
when
why
you
don't you guys tell me about the interceptions and turnovers versus the Raiders? Why don't you guys tell me about how Tua couldn't clock out the Raiders? He needed the defense to save him versus Aiden O'Connell. The same Aiden O'Connell you're talking about, if it wasn't for Jalen Ramsey, he probably loses the game. Tua couldn't even beat the Raiders with a new head coach. Steven, the 40-50 burger that you were supposed to put up, what happened?
I said that they screwed.
That's the regression. Right? So go ahead, talk about the regression. Answer the question. That's part of the regression.
So y'all want here's the problem, Pete. You're saying that the expectation is for every week is for the Dolphins to play like a Madden football game. Real life doesn't work like that, okay? There's going to be interceptions. There's going to be sacks. There's going to be fumbles. There's going to be injuries. Those happen.
Aren't you the guys that say we're playing like a Madden team? Check up your mind.
So you're number one passing, number one rushing.
They say it every week. Oh, we got a Madden squad. We got a video game team.
But hold up. Yes,
Jesus Christ, you guys, man.
Bro, who the fuck says that? What are y'all talking about?
They have the ability to put it up every week, but no one's ever done that, and to expect that from them every weekend is just pure fool's gold.
You guys were putting the expectations. Greatest show on turf, greatest show on surf. You did that.
They make up so much.
They are the greatest show on surf. They played, let's say something. They can play 10 times better than they played on Friday, and they still put up 34 points. They still had almost 400 total yards of offense.
With how many possessions?
Wide receivers over 1,000 yards, and a running back who's been hurt his entire career, who leads the NFL in touchdowns. What are we talking about? It is the greatest show on surf. Stop it.
And he'll be over 1,000 yards too.
We're talking about what dumbass Pete has came up here and talked about. That's what we're doing. That's what we're talking about. Whatever
I know he's the one talking about.
Pete
they
wants
did
to talk
play
about.
to the best of their ability, and they still whooped the Jets' ass. And it wasn't even close.
They could have.
If it wasn't for Javon Holly,
if they had a real quarterback, we lose that game easily, brother.
If it wasn't for Javon Holly, Raheem Mostert stayed in our ass. Okay,
it's still the Dolphins, dude. They still
if they had a real quarterback, if they did this, if they did that, but guess what? They ain't have all that, Pete. Guess what? Every time you pray on our downfall, it doesn't fucking work out for you, Pete. Every time you say, if they did this, we would have lost. If they did this, we would have lost. Well, that's how the fuck sports work, Pete. Yeah, if somebody else had LeBron James and Dwayne Wade in the goddamn early 2010s, the Heat would have lost the championship. But we fucking had them, Pete. We fucking had him, you idiot. You fucking dumbass.
Trey, that is the best. That was perfect. On point. You are correct.
If the Bulls got Wade, Chris Bosh, and Dwayne and LeBron James, they would have won championships. But they didn't. The Miami Heat did.
Oh my God, that was so good because it's accurate. It's 100% accurate.
Didn't the Bulls win championships?
You're missing the point.
God damn it, Cap! Shut up! Shut up with the stupid shit.
Get him.
I'm the millennial though.
Oh man, I missed y'all. I really did. There's some people in the chat saying they're going to go listen to another show because it's real content, and we don't have real content today.
Welcome.
They'll be back. They always come back.
Real until Pete got
What is it? Hey, Steven, is it illegal to click the link and bring their own content?
I mean, they can make their own content.
Exactly. Don't listen to them. Don't even read that tweet, bro. That's nonsense right there.
Who do they refer to as real content?
Well, I mean, I'll throw it back up on the screen just to, for. Not gonna say
that. Tell him to unblock me.
Look, Pete, I love you, but you have to admit, man, this is hands down the best Miami Dolphins team since the early 90s.
Y'all were saying the same stuff last year, Steven. I'm sorry.
But
y'all were saying the exact same stuff. Like, this is the best. And then you went into the offseason. All we need is a middle linebacker and this.
You were saying the same thing last week, and the week before
I was
that,
saying
and
the
the week
same
before
thing
that,
at
and the
8
week
and 3.
before
I
that,
told
and
y'all
the week
last
before
year
that, and the
what
week
was
before
gonna
that,
happen,
and the week
and it
before that,
happened. The
and the
only
week before
difference,
that, and the
listen,
week
the
before
only
that,
difference, Steven, the only
and the week
difference
before
this
that,
year, you guys feel
and the week
better at
before
this
that.
point. You know why? Because it's the Commanders. But yet, y'all not giving respect to the Commanders, which is a road game. Sam Howell with
Pete,
less
have you
weapons,
still not
no
have you not
running game,
recovered from
that leads the
losing
league
that
in
Super Bowl
passing
against
yards,
Tom Brady?
right?
Because we know you're a Falcons fan. Have you just not recovered from losing that
Ain't
Super Bowl
nobody
after
worried about that.
28-3?
Ain't nobody worried about that.
You are
You're in
worried
your
about
feelings.
that.
You're in your
I'm not in
feelings.
my
Get out of your
feelings.
feelings. You guys don't know what
But
the
you
hell
know
y'all
what? The
talking
feeling I
about.
have is
Go
annoyed.
out
You're
there.
right. There,
Go.
I
Hey,
am
you know
not
what,
afraid to
Dre?
say that I
Dre,
have
you know what you're
feelings.
better
The
at? You're
feeling is
better at.
annoyed.
You're
The
better at
feeling is
laughing than
annoyed.
anything else. Go ahead.
The feeling is annoyed. The feeling is annoyed. You're right. There is a feel.
Better
There
be
is a
annoyed.
feeling involved
Don't
right
be
now.
annoyed by
It's
me. Be
annoyed.
annoyed by
It's
RZ.
annoyed.
Don't be.
It's annoyed.
Listen,
That's
you're
the only
annoyed by
feeling I
me
got going on right
because I'm
now.
annoyed by
Is
the team
annoyed.
based on what happened last year. So at the end of the day, I'm just giving the results just like they gave it to us last year. Keep
The
the same
results is
energy.
we 8
You
and
guys
3.
act like we
I
won
don't
anything.
understand why people in the
And
chat don't realize they can end this whenever they want to. They can, but they're choosing not to because they like. I
Hey,
guess they like what Pete has to say.
hey, you know what though? It could be worse. We could be the damn Bills imploding. Now Von Miller has an arrest warrant.
Yeah, no, we announced that this morning, and I've been saying that since the day,
dude.
The
enjoy where we're at.
The
Buffalo Bills are
enjoy where we're at. Y'all were telling me that
down,
last year.
falling down. The Buffalo Bills are falling down out of the
let me ask you a
playoffs.
question. I
Y'all
like
were
that,
saying
Greg.
the same
Pete,
thing.
let me
Y'all
ask
could
you
go
a
back.
question.
Go
Let
ahead.
me ask you a question. What do the Dolphins need to do for you to feel like, oh my God, this is it? Because apparently winning football games isn't enough.
Dogs?
The offense needs to adjust, just like Aronde Gaston says. We need to go plan B.
They have?
You stop with that. Stop with that, Steven. This is not a top-looking offense based on what we saw the last couple weeks of the season. It's been figured out. Bro, I was saying this last year around this time. It's figured out.
Speed, Pete.
Oh
You
my
can't
God.
outspeed.
Look,
it can't be done.
Did you see the Barry Sanders? Let me ask you something, Steven. Did you see the Barry Sanders documentary that just came out?
Yeah, I have not. It's on my watch list though.
It's on your watch. Okay, when you do watch it, you're gonna hear him say, like, towards the end of his career, it was like year 97 or 98 or whatever it was. You hear him. He says, "I'm having a bad year." His dad is upset. His dad calls out the offense because it's too gimmicky. It's too tricky. They just wanted it to be a traditional go back to the just hand the ball off. And guess what? He went out and had 2,000 yards rushing that year after starting off the season bad with the gimmicky, tricky stuff. They changed the plan in the early season and it worked. They just played a different style football. And that's what I think we need. We need a smash mouth, drop back, and let these guys get open with routes. And it cannot be timing issue offense anymore, Steven. I know what I'm telling you. This is why Aronde Gadsden blew up a few weeks ago, because it's been figured out.
The spot throwing has been solved. The spot throwing has been figured out.
And if you can't do nothing different to gain you yards, and you're gonna rely, listen to this, on Raheem Mostert for 18 weeks to try to give you this, no, it's not gonna happen, bro. He's broken too.
They had on Friday, okay? You're talking about the last few weeks. On Friday, they had, I guess, one of the better defenses in all of football. 2 wide receivers with over 100 yards. They had a running back.
Look what they did.
They had a running back with 2 touchdowns, getting close to 100 yards. They are the definition of a producing offense. You go look. That's what a producing offense does.
Look at that same defense did at Patrick Mahomes.
And they catch balls and run up the middle, and that's all that's what they were doing.
And that's another. You heard, buddy, Steven. So whatever he said, Patrick Mahomes. Y'all stop doing that. You cannot compare those type of quarterbacks, despite what the stats say. I'm trying to
Why
tell
can't
you.
you? Why can't you?
Because
Why
they
can't you,
are
Pete?
not
Why
the
can't
same
you? Why can't
style
you?
player.
Why can't you?
They're not the
Why
same
can't you?
style player.
Production is
One doesn't
production.
even read the
all right.
field. The
Production is
other one
production.
observes the field, bro. Stop
Production is
that.
production.
He's not the
Production
same
is
style
production.
player.
Production is production.
You still haven't.
Shaq wasn't the same style player as Allen Iverson, but they both went out there and scored 30. Shut up.
I mean, that's true.
Pete,
That's facts.
Pete,
It's about positions in the NBA.
I'd rather argue.
Hey, wasn't Pete up talking about last year? We sound the same. They figured us out last year. We're still 8-3 this year. Okay, that sounds stupid. That's another dumbass take. But remember last year when you're
we were 8-3 2 years in a row, and we had a meltdown 3 years in a row with an 8-3 record. So it's not stupid.
Cap, shut up.
Cap, when did it happen 2 years in a row? Shut up, Cap. You always saying dumb shit. That's the backup team. That didn't happen 2 years in a row. We were 1-70.
Y'all shut up. I'm right.
We were 1-7, Cap. What are you talking about? This didn't happen to you.
We had a mental breakdown twice.
Oh my God.
You can't argue that, Dre. Look at the numbers.
Yes, I can. What are you talking about? This year is this year, Cap. Nothing's happened yet. What are you talking about?
10-6, and
you said the past. Cap, I need you to listen to what you said.
Okay.
You said the past 2 years we've been.
2 out of the 3 years.
Cap, stop talking and listen, because you said something stupid. You said the past 2 years we were 8-3 and had a meltdown. Right now we're 8-3. No meltdown has happened yet. The last year you could say that happened. Yeah, sure, argue that. The year before that we were 1-7, Cap.
And 2020 we were 8-3 and we finished 10-6.
Steven, I haven't
What are you
spoken to you, so
talking
I didn't
about?
get to tell
You said 2 years in a row, Cap. You said in a row. Listen to what you said.
Sorry, 2 out of the 3. Oh, I'm sorry, 2 out of the 3. Let's not get technical here.
All right, hey.
What are you talking about? 2 out of what 3 years?
You're wrong all the time.
You're literally wrong, Cap. What was our record? What was our record in 2021? What was our record in 2020? What are you talking about?
9-8 and 10-6. Both 8-3 starts. Do the math.
They were.
Oh my God.
They were 8-3.
We were not 8-3 those years, Cap. At no point.
They were 8-3 in 1993. That's what he meant to say, and said
we're probably 3-8 under Florida. Then came back and won.
We've done it before.
But he said he said the past 2 years. Now he's saying 2 of 3 years. And I'm like, bro, I don't give a fuck about what happened in 1990. What the fuck does that have to do with Tyreek and goddamn Waddle and McDaniel? What the fuck are we talking about?
Hey, Steven.
What?
I wanted to read
this man bringing up Dan Marino. But what the fuck are we doing?
That's what I'm saying. These fans sound like fucking old Cowboy and Bills fans bringing up the passing shit. Anyway, the Pete talking earlier about what solo accomplishments for Waddle. He's not gonna be able to do this, not be able to do that. But when Tua was doing it, I don't care about their accolades.
Pete,
I want a Super Bowl.
Sosa brings up a good point, Pete. Let me ask you a question. If I have a glass of water, if I have this cup, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I put an ice cube in this cup, it's going to take up more room in that cup, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if I try to put the same amount of water into the cup, if I put the ice cube in it, the water's going to flow over, right? I'm doing the same thing, right? Mm-hmm. So think about it from that standpoint. The Dolphins are now running the ball a hell of a lot more effectively than they have ever since Ricky and Ronnie. They are, point blank, including last year. So, of course, by that definition, the passing numbers are going to go down. So what are you talking about when you say the numbers are down? Of course they are, but the running production is up, and he's still top 5 or near top 5 in the league of passing yards. What do you want? Like, what do you want to do? He's top 4. He's 4.
Is he still MVP, Steve?
He wants us to lose. That's
Steven, no, is he still MVP, Steven?
I already told you, Steven.
Bro,
I asked you the
Pete,
question, and you never answered it. I feel like we need a plan B. Change the scheme a little bit.
What was that, Steven?
He would not win it today.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure, because last week you said yeah.
Nah, Pete's mom should have had a plan B.
He would not win it today. He still has an opportunity to go after it.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure.
The next few weeks.
So the only measure of a good quarterback is goddamn MVP. Oh, but Dan Marino was only good one season. No, Dan Marino only had one good season. Dan Marino only had one good season. Dan Marino had one good season. I need y'all to remember. Hey, put it on wax. Dan Marino only had one worthy season according to Cap. Because if he's not MVP, we just don't talk shit. Nope. Cap, all that yelling, I don't give a fuck about none of that. When you say dumb shit, I don't give a fuck about none of that yelling. I don't give a fuck. Dan Marino was only worthwhile one season of his entire career. Was Dan Marino MVP all them years?
Why is he bringing up Marino?
Because you bringing up MVPs as if that's the ultimate measure of a quarterback. So boom, Dan Marino was ass. He was ass for every year of his career except one. Ass. Listen, I'm going by your logic, my guy. Listen, you ain't gonna never hear me not use your own logic when I argue against you. I promise you, I'm gonna use your logic every time.
All right.
Yeah, Cap's waving the white flag. Drake out to wave the right.
Cap's relentless, bro.
He said, all right, I succeed. You're right. I'm wrong. Oh, man. I love it. I missed you guys. 100%. I haven't laughed and smiled a lot in a long time. So this is good. I needed this.
I'm so happy you were live today.
I think a lot of people were. Well, not everybody. There's some people that say this isn't a real show again. Just saying.
Yeah.
Another question.
Steven,
another question. Here's another
question
I have for you, Pete.
Oh, for me? Come on, man. You're attacking me. You're waiting for me to get timed out. That's what you're doing. You got to ask everybody.
First of all, nobody's timed you out, and you've said the
You're
wild
cyberbullying
Let's just
me right
throw
now.
that out there.
I feel it coming. Is Trucker Sean awake yet, or did he had a long, late trip last night?
I'm trying to have a conversation with my friend. Can I have a conversation with my friend?
Yes, sir.
That we have two different opinions?
Let's go.
Okay. My question to you is, in the next 6 weeks, what do you need to see for you to feel, you know what? The Dolphins are going to be okay. They're going to be fine going into the playoffs. What I need to know
3 in a row, 11 wins.
But we're winning now, and according to Pete's logic,
I need 11. We need 11.
No. Look, Steven. That was pretty much a good question, and Cap knows he pretty much answered it as well. These next 3 games, Steven, we cannot play rusty. They're cannot afford to lose. Look, Steven, in my head, you want to know what's in my... Hold on, Steven.
No. We're just going back and forth. The way that you're saying that is like a viewpoint. So that's an opinion. We can look at the same thing, and I can say, well, this is good, and you can say this is bad. So what I'm asking for you is to be specific. I want you to use specifics. Go ahead.
Okay. I already have it penciled in. I already set it in and sent it into the office. The last 3 games of the season in my head, now if something happens, those are losses in my head. So right now we're sitting at 8-6. These next 3 games that we play, hopefully we could win 3-0, like the Vegas odds will say. We're favored and we handle business and go 11-6. That's guaranteed playoffs. Whatever happens, wins the division. Awesome. Great. The thing is, if that's the case, we win the next 3, then lose the 3 that I say we're losing to end the season. Mm-hmm. I don't know how to feel about our team entering whatever place we are in the playoff.
That is fair, and I agree with you. So now my question is, as it was before, what do you need to see? Because, and hold on for a second, when I said that we're winning games earlier, you said that's not enough. But now I'm asking you, what do you need to see? And you're clearly just saying to me, I just need to see them win 2 out of the final 3 games, or all 3 final games, whatever. Am I hearing you correctly?
You heard me correctly, but you're not saying it the way I said it. You see, my concern is the next 3. Even if we beat the next 3, remember, we're favored in these 3. We got 10 foil or whatever. But if we lose to the real team and we get to 11-6 and we end the season 0-3, I'm not gonna be happy.
And Pete, I will be in that same boat. I will agree.
I don't care if we make playoffs. I'm not gonna be here happy.
Answering the question of, I need you to validate and confirm. Are you saying to me they need to win 2 out of the final 3? They need to win the final 3 games. If they win the final 3 games or they win 2 of the final 3 games, I will feel very, very excited about the path of going to the playoffs and confident that we can make a run at this thing. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, if they get to 13 wins and they win 2 out of the final 3, right, Steven? And you knock Buffalo in week 18 out of even playoff. If Buffalo has a chance to go in, win, and they're in the wild card, and it's week 18, and we beat them at home,
they're not even going to get to that point. They're going to be.
That's what you think right now. You see me, I don't even think the Jets are out of it. If Aaron Rodgers comes back against us, we might lose that game. But okay, we're not there.
We will not.
We're not.
But Pete, but I did. By the way, I did call 3 weeks ago. I said Aaron Rodgers is coming back for the Dolphins game on the 17th. I've called some stuff this year. Just want to call that out.
I know you're not a betting man, Steven, but I would love to take $2 from you or some shit, because you're an idiot if you think Aaron Rodgers is playing that game.
I'm
just letting you know.
Aaron Rodgers will play the Miami Dolphins game.
I agree with that, Steven. And you know what? I wouldn't be shocked. I don't know.
You know what? Let's not bet money. If Aaron Rodgers doesn't play, I want y'all both to come on here and say I'm a goddamn idiot.
Yep,
that's all I want. No money. No money.
I can do that.
No money. Just come on here and tell me how stupid you are for thinking that.
I can do that.
All I know is, Steven, if Aaron Rodgers is back versus the Dolphins, I feel like we're gonna lose that game.
But hold on. All right, so Pete, here. So now that you have validated, hey, look, Dolphins just need to win. They need to win the next 3, and they need to win 2 out of the final 3.
Yep.
Does it
5-1?
Okay, 5-1 out of their last 6. I'm good with that. Okay, I'm good with that being your break. You're saying your confidence level about going in and making a Super Bowl run. Now, let me ask you: we go 5-1, and Tua throws, I don't know, let's say 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Let's say Tua throws 10 touchdowns over the next 6 and 5 interceptions. Are you gonna be upset? Are you gonna be?
I'm gonna still look, Steven. You got to understand, my evaluation on Tua is already done. I already know what type of player he is. It's not changing ever. He's not getting taller. He won't get any faster. So this is what we have. This is what we're dealing with. Okay, moving forward. Right now, if we win those and we go 5-1, what I'm saying in my head is, wow, this defense with Vic Fangio really turned up the heat. I can see that because the only thing is,
hold on, Pete. Let me interrupt. Pete is saying that if the Dolphins go 5-1, it's not because of the offense; it'll be because of the defense. And if they go,
what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
I don't care how we get to 5-1 and win the Super Bowl. If it's our defense, it's our defense. I mean, look at our defense, Steven. Let's just be honest here. And the only thing is, heading into the season, yes, they do. Yes, they do. And with a good running game, the only thing is the high turnovers. You guys are getting mad at Cap. You got the other guy, Dre, telling him to Cap for Life to shut up because Cap for Life wants to bring up the turnover problem. That's really a problem.
Bet if we win all 6.
First of all, if you're gonna mention what I said, tell the truth. I didn't tell him to shut up because he pointed out turnovers. I told him to shut up because he said Tua's not the MVP, and I don't think that's the biggest fucking deal in the world. If half the time the MVP don't even win the fucking Super Bowl, so what are we doing here?
Because you guys were hyping up the MVP race all season.
So why we
that's
even?
Fun to do.
Okay.
That's fun to do, Cap. It's fun to do. It's very enjoyable when one of your players is in the MVP conversation. But if they don't win MVP, it doesn't mean they're not a bad. You think you got to be? You think you're a bad player if you're in the MVP conversation? Like just to be in the fucking conversation. That means something, Cap.
Fun. Stop trolling.
What? How is that?
Bro,
Pete, don't fuck with me today. Pete,
everybody just breathe.
Don't fuck with me today.
The link is pinned to the top of the chat if anybody wants to come up here.
These people don't want the smoke. I'm telling you. You see Batman and Lewis left, bro. They don't. Nobody wants it, bro.
Defended Pete.
They can't handle the truth.
Exactly. They call us crazy, but
That's all you've been doing for like the past 20 fucking minutes is defending
What?
Pete at all fucking costs. Let Pete answer his fucking questions.
You've been in the military. Hey, man, no man left
How about
behind.
Cruz? Hey,
No
Cruz,
man gets
buddy,
left
Been in the
behind.
military my entire
Cruz.
life. What's that got to do with anything
Cruz.
We
here?
pick up our
Well, what do
injuries.
you got? What is
We
your
bring them
topic of
home.
the day,
Being
Cruz?
spoken to, bro.
You
That's
see
it.
Tropic Thunder,
No
right?
man left
God
behind,
damn,
Cruz.
bro.
He's saying no man left behind. He can't leave
No
his
man. No man left behind. Some of you guys will leave these people and let them rot on an island. They'll just drop them. You know, some of these brothers are bad blood, man. They're not real family,
All
man.
right, all right, so hold up. We okay. Aldo's my main man, and Aldo was trying to say we need to
Bro,
vote.
I got to go to his shop. Real talk. I need to get a sub from him one day, bro. I keep saying it, but I'm going one day. I am, Aldo. I am, bro. I mean, times all the time, bro.
But I'm telling you right now, Pete, questioning fandom is like, we're not going to do that for anybody. Like, I won't do that. If you say you're a Dolphins fan, I'll believe you're a Dolphins fan. Now, the problem comes into play with certain people, not I, with certain people within the fan base of how is a fan supposed to act? Are they supposed to be happy that their quarterback is in an MVP race? Or are you going to be critical about that person because they're in the MVP race now and say, and they're and there's pros and cons to both of those things, right? I guess it's okay that if we're measuring success for Tua against the best of the best, that's great. But also, I think it's fair to say he's better than what we have had over 20 years, and he's capable of not only is he capable, he is winning football games. He's one of the winningest quarterbacks in the league the last 3 years. He is.
I'm just saying, Pennington, hate him or love him, I mean, he won the AFC.
Oh God! Oh God! I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut up. Listen. I've had enough arguments with people about Chad Pennington.
The thing is,
you know what? Right, you're right. You're right.
Y'all
Chad Pennington's the GOAT.
Look,
I'm sorry.
Steven,
He won the
this
division.
Is why
You're
the
right.
fan
You're
base
right,
is
Cap.
divided, right? Steven, this is why the fan base is divided, right? Because you got fans like the Tuaneers that I like to call them, that they're celebrating nothing. We haven't won anything yet, and we're celebrating. We're cheering
Except
the
8
team on.
games.
Yes, we
Except
love
8
the guys.
games.
We love the team. We love the logo, whatever the case may
We've
be.
only
It
won 8 games.
It seems like we're thirsty. We're hungry. You know, and well, not me. You know, I'm trying to put that pressure on our team. That's what that's the. But some of like I'm putting pressure on them. I'm making sure they end this with a real trophy. And until then, there's nothing to celebrate right now. Okay.
We are two things. Number one, as a fan base, we are thirsty and hungry. We haven't
won
a
but you guys, but let's keep putting that pressure.
Game in 20 years. You're damn right. We're thirsty and hungry.
So let's keep putting that pressure. Let's make our team feel like they haven't won anything. That's how they're gonna turn around and prove us wrong. Right, if you guys just cheer and cheer, they're just gonna play along and get along.
We do this every year. We do it every year. We do this to ourselves.
Let me tell you why that mentality is tough to come to, because I can admit as a fan that I feel worse about losses than I feel great about wins. Like I always feel like the emotion is always more extreme in a loss than the euphoria of a win, because I've never won. I can't remember winning a playoff game, right? I wonder if winning a playoff game will change that for me. But I know the losses that I've had a hell of a lot more and can remember the pain of those than the euphoria or joy of a win. Now, with that being said, okay, what I realize is we have something special here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to enjoy the ride. I'm going to enjoy, like, I'm going to be in the moment and be like, yeah, let's go. Let's do it. This is it. The whole point of being a fan, and I'm not trying to give a definition to a fan, people fan in their own ways. How I enjoy being a fan, let me say that, is when, seeing the good and positiveness come from this team. And I remember the 1-15 season. We all remember the 1-15 season. That was tough. And as a matter of fact, I'll go on to say this: the most euphoria in a win I have ever had was Greg Camarillo winning that game for us. That is the
that was our special moment that year. We didn't go winless. We weren't the Detroit Lions. And in a way, I was so happy we got that win because I didn't want to be the only team that goes undefeated and defeated. That would have been the worst.
For years, we've always been able to say we're the only undefeated team to win a Super Bowl. If we had lost that game, the comeback.
I was there, bro. That needs to change. I'm so tired of that,
where you lost
bro.
Every game.
Yeah, that you see, the fans still hold that title. Yeah, we're the only team to go undefeated. Who's ever done that? And we haven't done anything since. That's like the curse.
I agree, but that's
like the curse.
So why not enjoy this, Pete? This is real. This is real.
We didn't do anything before either. So
you want us to enjoy 8 games? Okay, we're enjoying 8 games.
Oh, you enjoy
a brand new franchise that we get established like in 1966? It's not like we were one of the oldies like the Bears in 1912. We were like established.
What have you done for me lately?
They're winning football games. That's what they've done.
Imagine that. The Dolphins were a new franchise. Boom. 8-10 years later, they win a Super Bowl, go undefeated. No name defense. They got all the fans sucked in. And shout out to all those old guys that, because you know why I put that pressure. These old guys got to see a Super Bowl, Steven. You know that. But at the end of the day,
hold on a minute, Mr. Skip Bayless, aka known Mr. Pete Takes, because there's 3 reasons why the Miami Dolphins had the key to success.
Bro, you're a Raiders fan. Please get out of here, bro.
A shout out that haven't seen a Super Bowl since '72.
Hold on.
Some of these old people.
We just beat the Raiders. Please don't do this to yourself.
Let me speak for a little bit. There's 3 key success and why Miami Dolphins are very successful. First, they got the wide receiver Tyreek Hill, the defense, and of course the quarterback Tua Tagovailoa. And I know that I understand about football, even though that I'm a Raider fan.
You heard that, right? What was that? Who was that?
Hey, El Cap.
Tell me, because I had a difficulty
to pronounce that name. Say Tua's name one more time for me.
Yeah, before you give us a take about our team, what's our quarterback's name?
What's our quarterback's name? Full name.
Tua Tagovailoa. I haven't pronounced that.
All right, hold up.
Batman!
This is an opportunity.
Batman, we're about to get a tutorial.
This is an Imperium Gaming. Shut the fuck up, Imperium Gaming. Shut the fuck up. The only time you ever get in the chat is when just shut the fuck up, Imperium. Matter of fact, here's what I'm gonna do, Imperium Gaming. I'm gonna ban you because I'm done.
What happened? What'd he say?
You're being a bitch. I don't give a shit.
Oh.
Anyways, hey, look, it's Tua Tagovailoa. This is an opportunity for me to teach you. Say tag.
Okay, gotcha.
Or actually, Dre will correct me. It's Tagovailoa. Tagovailoa. Say Tagovailoa. And I'm like legit trying to like teach you here. I'm not trying to make fun. I'm just saying.
Bro, you're Hispanic. Tagovailoa, bro. Say it.
Correctly.
All right. So can you repeat that one more time?
Tua Tagovailoa.
Tagovailoa.
Say his name, man. He's the 5th-year option contract pickup guy. He's gonna be on the team. He's an MVP, and you haven't said the guy's name in 5 years, correct? We were heading for this guy before he even came to the NFL. We were tanking for Tua. You should have known that guy's name his rookie year at least. How long have you been a Dolphin fan, buddy?
And you guys are preaching at us. You guys are saying we're
not fans, but yet we don't know how this guy. Well, how long have you been a Dolphin fan? You need to answer that.
So first of all, just so you know, my man is a Raiders fan. He's always supported the channel.
Oh, he's a Raiders.
And real talk, he's a good guy. I appreciate him. I like the way he talks. So yes, I'm like Tree. When you say Tree,
at least he came up here. He had the balls to come up here.
All love.
I give him that much.
It's never anything bad. He knows like Imperium Gaming is a bitch.
Yeah, even now that I understood about the
you're good, bro. You're good. Yes. And you know I'm not making fun of you in a negative way, man. We having fun with each other. So
hey, we destroy you and then we welcome you back, bro. That's how it works.
Yeah, and next time I'll pronounce very good that name.
Say Tagovailoa.
Yeah, that's all. That's all. Inspiring growth, bro. We inspire growth here.
Get him out of here, man. Get him out of here.
All right. So I just wanted to say that hey everybody and salute to everybody else, and of course I hope Miami Dolphins could make the playoffs and probably a championship. So have a good one. That's my hot take.
All right, man.
Fins
I
up,
appreciate
man.
it, bro.
Give us a fins up.
Fins up, man. Fins up, man.
I'm so mad at Imperium Gaming. Imperium Gaming tried to come into the chat like he was Superman, Mr. Save-A-Ho, and was over there trying to be like, oh, look at Steven making fun of somebody again. Shut the fuck up, Imperium Gaming. Please. Shut up.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, Imperial Gaming, click the link, buddy. I need this right now. Click the link, Imperial Gaming.
I banned him from the channel, so I don't know if he can click a link. I said,
Pete and Cap have been on one.
Negative energy in my life. I'm done.
Pete and Cap have been on one today, Steven, and that's why Lewis and Cruz they try to put order in, but these guys are off the rails today. They're just making up shit at this point.
They are making up shit. I agree. Where did Pete go? Why did Pete walk away?
Because the boogeyman's here.
Oh, the boogeyman. Oh, so
Pete scared them off.
Pete. Oh, Pete. We thought you had run away. We thought you ran away, Pete.
Now we ran Cap. Look, see what happens. Now Cap is gone.
That man been bullying people for the last 24 hours.
Lewis says, "I can't believe what I'm listening to." Lewis, get up here, Lewis. Get up here. I'm sorry, by the way, I'm sorry I went off on Imperium Gaming. I shouldn't let that shit bother me, but I've been so stressed out this week. And as soon as I saw that, I was like, nope, not trolling me today. Not gonna do it.
I got a question for Pete. Does he got the Dolphins losing this week?
No, all right. So Batman, if you missed it, you should go back and listen to it. But what I will say to you, my brother, is Pete made it very clear that as long as the Dolphins go 5-1 in their next 6, that he will feel very confident about the Dolphins going to the Super Bowl.
5-1.
Yep. I don't have a problem with him saying that. That's 3-0 in the next 3, and that's just win 2 out of the last 3.
Batman, it's fair because
we beat the Ravens before. We beat the Ravens before, and we beat the Bills before, right?
To be fair, I think we're going 6-0. I would agree that 5-1 is probably more likely, but if we go 4-2, depending on how we lose those 2, I don't think I'd be mad.
So, Steven, how would you feel if the case is the way that I said? You never answered it. We win the next 3, which are gimmies, and we lose the last 3, but we still find a way to get into the playoffs.
I will say that, man, I don't trust it. Like, they're fool's gold. It sucks. Like, I'll be the first to say it.
How about if we lose the last 3, but the first team we play in the playoffs miraculously ends up being Buffalo in the wild card, and Buffalo has to travel to our house.
I know one thing. I'll be rooting for it, and I'll be like, "Let's go!" And if we beat
take my chances with anybody at home, Pete.
Yeah,
even Kansas City.
I'll be real with you. I don't think there's a team that can really that wants us in Miami. The AFC does not want us in Miami. None of those.
And you know what's gonna happen, Steven? If Buffalo comes to Miami, they'll make it a night game or something. The NFL will twist it to make it a night game.
Flex it, yeah. They will flex it.
They'll flex it to a night game so they don't have to be in the heat.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm convinced that those Peacock games, it'll be on Peacock. Dolphins will be on those Peacock games, personally.
Playoff games are not flexing. They just it's all by seeding. It's all by seeding.
I'm not saying flexing. I'm just saying they won't be 1 o'clock.
Batman is saying they'll be scheduled for the evening or the night. They won't be scheduled.
If it's a Sunday game, it might be a 1 and a 4 o'clock game.
They're gonna help Buffalo as much as possible.
I'm correct. The way that it works is you get 3 games on Saturday and 3 games on Sunday in the wild card round, right? So,
yep.
Yeah. If I had to guess, the Dolphins will be the Saturday game. The 4 or 8 o'clock slot.
Yep, they won't do it 1 o'clock. The NFL will push that. They don't want anybody playing in this heat, especially Buffalo.
And you know what's another concern that Cap brought up as well? The injury report. You saw the long list?
Oh, Steven, bro, yeah. Have you seen it?
That happens every week.
You know why the Dolphins do that? So
they're beat up, bro. They're beat up. Let's just be honest. They're beat up. They're banged up.
I'm not saying that injuries might not be an issue. but they are.
No, I'm just saying the majority of it was all offense. I think Holland was the only guy with knee issues on the defensive side, but it was like 15 guys on offense.
The Dolphins are putting everything on the injury report so that they don't get a draft pick taken away. Because
so you think they're doing the Belichick route?
Dude, I just think they're putting. What are you talking about? The Belichick route? What's his?
Well, he puts the injury report 25 people when none of them are hurt.
There's a lot of
Brady used to be on there every day.
If anybody gets any kind of treatment throughout the week,
all right, I was in a quick meeting. What y'all talking about now?
They have to go on the injury report.
We're talking about the injury report and
anybody that gets treatment throughout the week in the facility has to be on that injury report.
Because that's what they're supposed to do, right? Like, was it Josh Allen who had the thing on his hand, and then it was never on the injury?
No, it was Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow. He showed up.
We're talking about how the injury report is.
I'm gonna be honest. That looked like an actual injury that they didn't report. 100%. The fact that they had to report Tua because somebody scratched his arm is hilarious.
What I'm saying, Dre, is that I think the Dolphins are being safe and just saying you got a scratch. All right, you're going on the injury report.
No. You don't think Tua got stitches?
I just found this out.
You don't think Tua got stitches, Dre? You're calling it a scratch?
Tua got stitches.
If they do anything to you, like if they even have to like bandage you up and put aloe on your arm, if they do any type of treatment, you have to go on the injury report. That's what I'm hearing.
You have to.
Yeah. And so
technically, them bandaging him up is considered treatment.
Yes,
so
and there are teams in the NFL that are not reporting this, and I think the NFL at the end of the year is going to investigate this, and I think that you're going to see some draft picks taken away from a team.
The Bengals might
not go that deep. It's not gonna go that deep.
But
one thing I do think is like Batman.
If it was the Dolphins, Steven, I would agree with you. If it was the Dolphins, I would agree with you.
Batman, you said Tua got stitches for sure.
That's what I'm hearing. He had a bite mark. What are you talking about?
Bro, he had a chunk of a skin. Bro, I saw white.
The photo? It's white.
It didn't look like it needs stitches, but maybe it did. I don't know.
You saw the muscle tissue hanging out, bro.
That shit was deep.
And that's on his arm. I'm gonna tell you right now. You already know this defensive lineman. They're gonna look to slap it, hit it, tear it open again. That's what they're gonna do to try to hurt.
Pete, Tua's back at the tattoo parlor right now, getting it fixed. Right now, he's putting a tattoo on.
That's not what he needs to be doing right now at this time of the season.
I rarely agree with Pete, but when people see something that can bother you, they'll try to keen in on that.
I never asked you to agree with me, or I never needed you to agree with me.
I don't know.
Shut up, Pete.
Look, there it is.
Andreas says Peter working cohesive.
I'm just agreeing that if people see that wound is still healing, they might try to bother him.
Dre, it's on the screen. It's on the screen.
It's a bite mark, Russ.
That don't look like it. Listen,
that looks like a gunshot, bro. That guy, and that was on his the third down run that he ran so slow.
And here's the thing: he said he didn't notice it till somebody pointed it to him.
Yeah, you don't notice things like that. No, the adrenaline.
Which is wild to me. That thing ain't no joke.
Yeah, when they showed it to me, I was watching the game at a bar, and they showed it to me on the phone. I was like, "That looks fake. That doesn't even look real."
It does, but it's not.
I know.
That thing.
That was on his third down run when he got tackled.
Yeah,
he probably got it caught on the helmet.
Somebody said it might be a cleat. It might be a cleat that got like somebody stepped on him.
Well, now his tattoo has more character.
Like that one.
Hey Pete, so what's it gonna take? Again, we changed the parameters. You wanted. Oh, Steven, let me give you an update. A couple weeks ago, Pete said if we beat Kansas City, he's all in on Tua. So now obviously we lost to Kansas City.
I never said that.
Yes, you did. So Pete,
no, I did not. Get the clip. I never said that, bro.
What's it gonna take?
When I'm up here telling Steven my evaluation on Tua is already done. Everybody knows who he is.
What's it gonna take, Pete, for you to get the Tua jersey for you?
Oh, that guy has to win a Super Bowl, bro. He has to win a Super Bowl. I'll get that thing autographed. I'll get it in tie-dye colors.
I got a question for Pete.
Nah, I don't have an answer for you. Hey, Steven. I ain't got an answer for you. I don't even want to hear the damn question.
No,
I ain't got no answer for you.
How about you bring your own little topic and have a little
discussion?
discussion?
I ain't got no answer for you.
Okay. Okay. Well, since Pete can't answer my question, but he can answer Batman's, that's fine. I'll pose my question to Pete to just everybody in the panel because Batman always makes it, Pete, what will it take you to be a Tua fan? I think we're past that point. I got a better question. Pete, what will it take for you to become a Miami Dolphin fan? Because you just don't shit on Tua Tagovailoa. You shit on everybody. You shit on Aqua and Orange. I bet you when you shit, it comes out aqua. It comes out blue and red, Pete. I bet you.
Blue and red now?
I bet you.
Say it. It comes out
you,
aqua and orange, buddy, and you hate it. It comes out aqua and orange, buddy, and you hate it.
Yo, y'all need to watch
that. Hey,
Lewis.
Hey, Pete, I bet you when you pee, you have to sit down first, and you probably pissed Green Bay Packers.
Were you a Dolphin fan last year when you said that they lied and Tua wasn't concussed?
The fuck out of here.
Concussed, he got benched. Hey, Steven, was Lewis a Dolphin fan when Lewis was up here saying that Tua got benched and wasn't concussed? Was he a Dolphin fan then?
I think he was a Dolphin fan.
I think he was a Tampa Bay Buccaneer fan. Yeah, I think he was a Buccaneer fan. Lewis got the game twisted, Steven. He's mad I don't like Tua. They done took the Tuaneers got him thinking some other stuff. It don't matter.
That's just not.
None of that.
That's just not.
Matters, buddy.
That's where you're wrong.
No, I know what. At the end of the day, I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. I don't like Tua, and it's up there, and I always say it, and everybody knows it. He's not a good quarterback. He can't even see the field. You guys are.
Cares if you like
oh
Tua.
well.
I don't give a shit if you like Tua or not.
Oh well.
I want you to like the Miami Dolphins.
I love my team, but I feel like Tua, and I no. I don't feel is that I know Tua is holding this team back from greatness. The real ones know it. Arande Gaston have spoken. It is what it is. And if you guys don't like the truth, then you know what? Live with it.
First of all, Arande Gaston ain't even say what Pete said he said, by the way. I just want y'all to know that.
General managers across the league, look, you guys clown on Josh Allen. You guys clown on Justin Herbert and Joe Burrow. Guess what? The NFL GMs that pay big money, they pick those quarterbacks before they'll pick our quarterback. So, therefore, either you keep it real with me or you don't keep it at all.
Don't let him
flopping fans, I don't get along. Go ahead,
Bro,
Steven.
I'm not sitting here and listening to this fucking clown. What are we doing here? This fucking guy don't even know how to talk football. Oh, Tua can't do this. Because Tua
get to you.
You know what? You know why, Steven?
Wait. Hey, what do y'all know how to? Hey, what do you know how to talk about? What do you know how to talk about, Lewis?
Lewis, you let
Pete win
when you do that. You
let you're inside and outside, and who cares about what people are doing? But that's what you like to talk about. That's what you like to talk about.
Steven, this is the problem right here. See, you deal with Pete on a one-time-a-week basis, maybe twice a week if you open up the panel and he decides to come up. I have to listen to this fucking idiot every fucking day on every panel he can get on, and it's fucking sickening, Steven. That's why.
Oh, I love
it. That's the
difference, Steven. Hey, that's why you gotta love.
You're not wrong.
Go ahead, man.
You're not
Lewis,
wrong.
what else are you gonna bring to the table, buddy?
Oh, I love it. I love it.
What hasn't been set up? What hasn't been set up here, Pete?
Guys.
You're gonna talk about paying Christian Wilkins. How about Liam Eichenberg? Does he deserve the bag?
He's having a career year. What are we talking about?
Hold on. Liam Eichenberg. I would
this is gonna be
Eichenberg than Christian Wilkins.
This is gonna be an interesting topic. I could already see it in the offseason. Are we gonna pay Raheem Mostert, the league leader in rushing touchdowns? Are we gonna think about extending him, or are we gonna try to look for a different running back?
I had that question. I'm like, Mosert's gonna ask for some money, and he should, by the way. But he's definitely gonna ask for a bag.
That boy working.
I don't know how much he could possibly ask for because he is about to be 33. I understand that he's been awesome, and I would want him around next year for sure. But like, he's going to be 33, man. Like for a running back, that's today. No one's good at that age as a running back anymore.
Will, let me ask. Will, to be fair, so let me say something to your second part, and I have something for your first part too. The NFL just in general gives up on running backs after 32 or 33. But with that being said, what is the all-time touchdown record for a running back?
Like I think it's Tomlinson.
I think it's like
29, 30
in a single season.
29 or 30.
20-something.
Tomlinson, right?
LaDainian
Tomlinson. I think somebody broke LaDainian Tomlinson
like
touchdown.
0405.
Nobody broke LaDainian Tomlinson record.
No, it's Tomlinson.
It was close, right?
Because Sean Alexander almost did it too back then.
Is it 29?
No, Sean Alexander broke it, and then the next year, LaDainian Tomlinson broke
Tomlinson broke it again. That's right. Yeah, I remember back then. That was a sick running back era because that was when Ricky was awesome too for those couple of years.
Will, how do you know exactly how many it was?
I'm gonna guess 28.
It was 28. Yep, 28.
And where's our boy at right now?
He's what does he have?
He's
12
at 13. He's a long ways away. He's at 13.
Yeah, he's not getting there. Right?
He might break the Dolphins rushing touchdown record.
What's the Dolphins rushing touchdown record?
16.
18.
Oh yeah, he's breaking that.
No, the rushing touchdown record is 16. The overall touchdowns is 18.
Ricky,
and let me ask you guys. Let me ask you guys a question. Let's say he leads the league. He wins the rushing title and rushing touchdown. Because there's a possibility. Why?
Why? Because Will, don't say
why?
McCaffrey's
number one.
If he gets hurt, then Mostert could do it. But if
so
McCaffrey stays healthy, I would say he's a shoo-in.
I mean, even if McCaffrey stays,
to be fair though, Pete's question is a very interesting one because
I also think real quick. I also think the other factor is HN. If HN is healthy, that's going to cut into Mostert's carries going forward too.
But what I'm saying is, what I'm trying to get to is, if he does win the rushing title because he does have a chance, and the touchdowns, he does have a chance. He's not going to take a small bag. He's going to take a big payload.
All right, hold on, Pete.
I don't know what choice he's going to have, to be honest.
I would say like a 2-year, 2 to 3 year contract.
We did this at the beginning of the year when we were
give him a 1-year deal.
When we were flirting with every running back there was. Okay, we looked at it with the exception of Christian McCaffrey and Saquon Barkley. All right, all these other running backs are like ridiculously cheap contracts. So let's say he does break the Miami Dolphins single season touchdown record of 16, which I think that he will, right? And let's say he's top 3 in rushing yards in the league, which he has a very good opportunity for that to be the case. He's an ask for him, which might be a lot for a 33-year-old running back, could be $8 to $10 million.
He'll be 32 going into next season. He'll be 32. And no, I don't even think with this success he can ask for a lot of money. Sorry to tell you.
What?
I actually was thinking about this recently, and I'll give my Mostert take real quick. So I love Raheem Mostert. He's one of my favorite players on the team right now. He's pretty underrated league-wide, actually, but I do think the success of our running game is more to do with our offensive line and Butch Barry, what he's doing with the line, like regardless of who we plug in there. It's been awesome. And just that coupled with going into next year, I think we're going to be focusing more on HN and Mostert. I want him back. I'd love him back. But, dude, look at this. Look at the sharp fall off a cliff decline of these running backs when they stop producing. Like, bro, look at Dalvin Cook. And I know he's in a bad situation, but, like, his production just fell off a cliff. You never know when that's going to happen with backs, and I definitely give him.
He's not in a bad situation.
Yeah,
the situation was the way he wanted it.
Dalvin Cook.
But my issue is after this year, you're counting on A-Chain for too much. We already seen he can't stay healthy.
He is injury prone, obviously.
So and him and Mostert complement each other beautifully well. They just fit. So if he can get a little bigger in the next 2 years, saving him some fresh legs, you have to pay Mostert based on his production, what he did. At least 13, 15 million a year for 2 years, not just 1 year.
I think y'all are insane.
Here's the thing is that the other thing that I didn't say is that I don't think we're not gonna have like major competition from other teams to pay him. Like I don't see another team coming in and backing up the truck for a 33-year-old back. I just don't see it.
This is the leading rusher. Remember, hypothetically speaking, leading rusher and touchdown rusher. which is a possibility. And if he's not the leader, he's second.
He's going to lead the league in
10 million
touchdowns.
there.
I don't think he's going to lead in rushing.
Yeah, he's going to lead the league in touchdowns.
You know, the fact that you guys are bringing that up makes me think that, you know, I think like you guys might feel like maybe we have a little bit of reservations on A-Chain's health moving forward, or am I looking too far into that?
Actually, Cap, I actually kind of do agree. I have concerns right now.
Look, to be fair,
I have concerns.
He didn't have injuries in college. This wasn't a thing.
Right, exactly. Right.
If he has another one, then I can see that. But let's just call it what it is. It was.
I'm hearing it's meniscus. They just don't want to say.
Well, he's back.
Rashad is saying Mostert is still on contract next year. I don't know how true that is.
I don't know how much they like Chris Brooks.
I'm about to look it up. Hold on.
Mostert signed a 1-year deal. Didn't we bring him back on a 1-year deal?
Can somebody tell me what Mosert's contract is next year? Then
I'm looking it up right now.
He's wait.
Yeah,
his contract.
No, Rashad's right. He signed a 2-year contract this offseason.
Oh, so we have him next year. Wow.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
he's here next year.
Played that contract. He's
I
going to
don't see him holding out. I don't see him.
He's holding out.
Well,
he might even request a trade, especially if we don't win.
Well, all right. Well, here's the problem. So it's not just that he's turning 33 and we have HN. It's also that look at the guys that we have to pay coming up over the course of the next year or two. First of all, our entire offensive line is going into free agency, pretty much. So we got to pay a couple of those guys. We can't let the entire line go. I personally would not overpay Wilkins, but obviously he's going into free agency, and then just upcoming contracts. Like, Javon Holland, we're going to have to make a decision on Jalen Phillips and Jalen Waddle. Like, we have so many guys to pay going forward. So I can't see us prioritizing a 33-year-old running back out of those guys.
You keep saying 33, but he's not 33. He's 31, buddy.
He's turning 32 next year?
Yeah, he'll be 32 next
year. All right. Well, either way,
he'll be 33 when
not a huge difference. But
and it's not. And you keep saying age. He doesn't run like he's faster than 22-year-olds right now.
Well, but Mostert's also historically this 1 year of Mostert staying healthy is actually an outlier for him. He has historically been very injury prone.
What was his contract? I forgot. What did he sign Mostert for?
What is it, Dre? Do you know?
It's 2 years, $5.6 million.
So what is
2 years, $5.6 million?
I'll toss him another
$2.8 million a year.
$2.8 million a year. Take it or leave it.
Right,
sorry.
Wow, that guy needs a new agent.
No, he doesn't. Like that.
Yes, he does.
The contract.
Bro, he's a running back. It is what it is now. This is what it is now.
Hold up. Let's get something
straight.
He's
a running back who never had a 1,000-yard season as well.
Exactly, and he's also been very injury prone his whole career. He has been injury prone his whole career. So
there's this thing about Raheem Mostert that y'all are leaving out. Y'all know how y'all love talking about people taking hometown discount. Raheem is one of those guys who actually wanted to be here. He wanted to be in Miami.
Raheem Mostert, you got to remember,
he wanted to be in Miami because he's from Florida. He wanted to play for McDaniel.
He loves McDaniel.
This is a guy been in the NFL like 7-8 years. Who knows how long? Injury prone. Never got the bag. With the way he's playing, he needs a new agent. He deserves a big contract. He needs to redo that deal. Steven, that's a Greer got to steal.
I partially agree with Pete. I do think he is outplayed. I'm saying like he's outplayed. He's outproduced what he's being paid. But I think it was a fair value when we gave him that money.
So
definitely.
Dre was definitely about to say exactly what he just said. The contract he got falls in line to what player of his value, his production, his games played would produce for a running back in the NFL. Now, to Dre's words and to Dre's points, he's outplayed his contract. So does he need a new agent? No, but he definitely needs to go back to the table and say, hey, guys, and I'll tell you, if they win a Super Bowl, I would be doing everything and saying, guys, come on now. I helped y'all win this thing.
Imagine what he did. Remember what he did to Green Bay?
We got a lot needs to happen.
4 touchdowns in the playoffs.
We got a lot of football left. Let's see how it plays out.
And here's the thing about sports that people don't want to understand. Contracts are not about I know they present themselves of what they should be, what you hope to produce in the future, but you get your contract based off of what you've done in the past. So if you've done great in the past, you're going to get more. right?
Oh, damn, Tua ain't gonna get paid, huh, Pete?
So
Yes.
I mean that you get paid based off the production value that you produce in the past, and with the hope that you can duplicate that in the future. So you take what Raheem's done this year, and then you also have to add into the fact, can he duplicate what he did this year? Odds are probably not. This will be his best year of his career.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Yeah, and odds would say, I'm not saying that it's not going to happen. I'm saying the odds are not in his
possible.
favor.
And that's another thing. You know what? Buddy mentioned it. Oh, Tua's not getting paid, right? He thinks it's a joke, but it's not a joke. Steven, the reality is the contract that we need to negotiate first and get into contact with is Tua, bro. This is like
if we don't make the playoffs or win the division,
us down, bro.
Bro.
This is making management. This is making management's job hard. Nobody knows what's going on between contract negotiations between the Dolphins and Tua. Nobody knows. Tua could be rejecting offers left and right. Right? Nobody knows, bro. Or this is crazy, bro. This is crazy. Until we don't get the quarterback contract done, we are
completely
general management hell.
I am 100%.
So are you going to use a franchise tag on Wilkins or Tua, Steven, if it was up to you, if we didn't go far?
Tua's under contract next year.
No, he's not. He's not playing on that 5th-year option. He's not playing on that 5th-year option.
Well, that depends on what happens the rest of this year. I mean, there's a lot that needs to happen between now and the end of the year.
To be fair.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that the franchise tag is not.
I want to answer Pete's question. To be fair, Pete, this is what I will say to you. Two things need to happen for Tua. He's keep on staying healthy for the rest of the year. That's one.
Yeah,
okay?
Absolutely one.
Number two, he needs to win a couple of playoff games, minimum. Okay, if he does,
he's got to win one. I think
if he does those two things, Tua's going to get a bag, point blank, from us.
Yes.
All right,
and that's the first contract that's going to happen, right?
Now, if Tua gets hurt, God forbid, and/or just wins one playoff game, the odds are still likely he'll get a good contract from us.
So what if we make the playoffs and he's still hurt?
But it makes more sense for Miami to let him play next year and then franchise tag him the year after that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If he gets hurt and we end up making
I think
playoffs,
y'all are being so unrealistic about
what do you do?
this.
Hell no, Steven.
The only situation where they resort to franchise tagging is if he gets injured again. If he plays with
that's verbatim what I just said.
No, Steven, you said if we don't win multiple playoff games. You said that as well.
I'm sorry to tell you guys, I gotta be honest.
I'm here to tell you, if he continues this production, if we only just win a wild card game, Tua's getting $50 million a year, and y'all got to get over it.
I'm sorry to tell you guys, if Tua, and I know you, all Tua needs to do, you said
that's the reality of the league, and you need to get over it.
If Tua just wins one playoff game, that guy might get the bag big, bro. Especially if he performs big.
All right, so hold on. According to Pete and Dre, all Tua has to do is A, stay healthy, which we both agree with. But B, you're saying if he just wins one playoff game, even if he throws one touchdown and throws 2 interceptions, just wins one, his contract will exceed over $50 million per year.
More than likely, he might.
Yes.
I don't.
Most likely.
It's going to be up there.
I don't think it'll be that much as the projections say.
If he wins 2, then yes, I'm 100% on board with that.
And it's not even Steven, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think quarterbacks should be getting this much money. But it's not about what I want. It's about what the goddamn market is. Everybody's so mad. Why would you give Tua $50 million? Why would you give Tua $50 million? I wouldn't have gave Jalen Hurts $50 million. I wouldn't have gave Lamar Jackson $50 million. But that's what the market is.
That's what it is.
I wouldn't have gave Justin Herbert $50 million.
Honestly, Steven,
that's what the market is.
Honestly, Steven, I could see Tua getting a contract like a 7-year deal, $200 million, probably 140 fully guaranteed.
I actually do know that, Triple S.
Like Lamar and Watson type of deal. Lamar Watson got like what, 60?
Triple S, why can't they franchise tag him?
Because he's still under contract.
Okay, no, that I knew. I was thinking, well, he's got one more year after this year. The following year, they can franchise tag.
Yes,
Steven,
yes, they can.
You don't.
Hey, Steven.
You don't not
You
sign
do
him
that.
next year
Right.
because if you sign him in the
Triple S
offseason,
podcast is right also.
it makes next season cheaper because you spread that 5th year into that next contract.
He needs in order for there to be a contract offered for Tua Tagovailoa, he needs to be healthy for the rest of this year and win, in my opinion, 2 playoff games.
That's not. You're responding to a bag. You're responding to the amount of money he gets. He doesn't have to do any of that. He can go to the playoffs, not win a game, and go out there and get $48 million a season.
100%.
Regardless of what it is, if he stays healthy, he's going to get a contract offer this all season, and they're going to spread that 5th year option throughout that contract. That'll be part of the game.
I just want to know if Steven knows what Justin Herbert did in the playoffs last year.
My thing is,
except blow it.
My thing is, let me say this real quick because y'all gonna obviously go with the easy answer and say Dolphins. But do you think there's a possibility Tua is rejecting the offers because he might get paid elsewhere bigger money?
Nope. Tua's going to be a Dolphin for life if he's healthy. He'll be a Dolphin.
Right.
And the reason...
Can I just... Go ahead.
No, I'm going to say this. And then the reason why I say that is because the conscious sense that I get, based on, like Lewis said, I'd be all over these panels, wherever you guys are live. I listen to you guys. Awesome. I love listening to Miami Dolphins stuff. But when I listen to every time I hear that they're talking about paying Tua, I always hear a hometown discount. Buddy, this guy's not from Miami. This is not hometown. Yeah, he got drafted here. But with the way he was treated, I'm sorry to tell you, there will be offers bigger in California that will probably offer him bigger bucks.
Number one, at least I have never heard it. Nobody here, and I definitely haven't felt like this, expects him to take a hometown discount for 3 reasons. Reason A.
I'm gonna let you finish, Steven, but I disagree that's not what you're saying.
They gave him the 5th year option because it was the cheapest option. If they give him a franchise tag, that's another cheapest option.
Reason A, they don't. I will not expect a hometown discount is because if he plays good enough to get a contract offer, he's played good enough according to the market to get paid what he's worth. That's one. Number
it's his 4th year, and he got offered the least of all the quarterbacks in the draft class.
Reason why he will not take a hometown discount is because how the Dolphins treated him over the last 2 years. Let's be real. We flirted and talked to every other girl at the dance except the one we came there with. For a long time we did. So he's going to be
glad you said we. I'm glad you said we.
And he's going to be like, you know what? I love being here. I love that we made this up and McDaniel treats me right, but I need to get paid what I'm worth now. You see it. I've shown it to you. Pay me.
I don't think he's going to be considering that anymore. Or he's really petty.
Those agents are dogs.
The past 2 seasons, it's been good for him.
Number 3 reason why Tua will get paid and not take a hometown discount is because what is a hometown discount in a quarterback nowadays? 34, $38 million?
40 million. 40 million is a discount for a quarterback now.
No, that's not going to happen.
For an elite quarterback, $45 million is a steal. Because they throwing out $50 million. Like, I guess Obama.
That's what I'm trying to tell them, Rashad. They really listen. It's gonna be a lot. If y'all really think you think he gonna finish this season playing at this pace, and we win a playoff game, even if we don't win a playoff game, but he go out there and he looks good. Y'all think he not getting 50 million? I got news for you, buddy. And it ain't the news you want to hear.
Yeah, bro, because Watson Lamar got like 60. So imagine with the inflation and the cap going up.
I'm just saying, like, what if Chris Greer and McDaniel are sitting at the table and they're looking at all the players they don't want to lose that just took them to where they needed to, and they just make an ultimate decision and shock the NFL because you know what? They make a decision on not making Tua the highest paid quarterback in the league. And an agent would have got to Tua's agent and said, hey, maybe the Seattle Seahawks are interested in making you the highest paid quarterback in the league. And Tua says, you know what? That's closer to home. And that's the type of offer I'm going to go against you guys right now. And if you guys don't match Seattle's offer or even the Las Vegas Raiders offer, guess what? I'm gone. And that's just a tough decision we might have to live with, to be quite honest with this fan base. It sucks to say, but
Okay, so
a hometown discount, this is what I'm hearing. Oh, Tua's going to take a hometown discount because he has concussion issues. Remember, he has a bad hip. Remember, that's all they like to bring up in those discussions. But yet they love to glorify that he's a winner. He's back-to-back MVP. He's winning. Everything they glorify about him makes it seem like they're just feeling bad that, oh, you know, no, that adds more to the fuel, to the fire. Tua's out here playing with a broken hip and concussion proof, and you're gonna tell me that he's gonna turn down getting paid the highest paid?
I know the hip is fine. Okay, so can I just I just want to.
He's gonna get paid elsewhere if we don't pay him the big bag. That's all I'm saying.
Sometimes Pete be frustrating me, but Pete, sometimes you make me laugh. That shit was hilarious. Yeah.
All right. Tua's not taking a hometown discount. Pete's right about one thing, that Tua's not taking a hometown discount. He's being represented now by the same agency, right? But he's represented now by the same agency that got Watson the fully guaranteed contract. So Tua's going to get the bag 100%. But secondly, for everything that I hear, and I mean the same things that we all hear, I'm not an insider. Everything that all these reporters and the guys that are insiders are saying is that the Dolphins love Tua. He's the face of the franchise. He's an extremely hard worker. You know, he does all the right things. He says all the right things. Also, this is a franchise that just went, 22 years of quarterback hell, as I'm sure we all experienced, and now we finally have a good one, and they're not just going to let him go. So, I mean, think about the alternatives. I mean, what are we going to do? We're going to go into the next couple of years with mid-first round picks and trying to replace him and expect the guy to get better, like no shot.
I got to add a little bit.
Hold on.
It's what's going to happen.
Will, let me.
Yeah.
I agree. But look at the Houston Texans, bro. 1 year.
I agree with your statement, but let me just say this. What Greer's not going to do, although here's the thing, and this is going to sound so contradictory for what Greer does. Greer's not going to pay if Tua does get hurt. Greer's not going to pay him the money. He's not going to do it.
No, we're talking if he doesn't get hurt. We're not talking about him.
I mean, listen, I don't like to speak in like these like absolute terms. Like if this happens, this is definitely going to happen, and if that happens, that's
talking
like,
about
there's a million different things that can happen.
This is what I want to. Hey, Will,
this hand and said that Tua is playing every game this year.
I'm gonna add this to the fire. I'm gonna add this to the fire. You got to remember,
this is the longest streak he's had of playing games in one season, Steve. Don't you do this?
You got to take this into consideration onto Tua's side, right?
I'll knock on.
Hold on, you got to take this into consideration.
I don't believe in luck.
Tua's side, because guess what? The owner of the Miami Dolphins, Stephen Ross himself, was the one that decided to cheat on Tua. So there's no more lowballing this guy from his end. This is going to have to be a massive breaking news type deal. Did Tua get paid, Steven?
Cardinals have just waived tight end Zach Ertz.
Did Tua get paid?
I thought you were going to say Tua got paid, man. My heart was about it.
Well, I just also want to say, though, thank God we did not succeed in cheating on Tua, because look at the god-awful disaster that's the Deshaun Watson situation.
Not only am I
we clearly made off a lot better. Clearly,
not
number
only
one.
am I glad we didn't cheat, I'm glad we didn't draft Herbert or Burrow. Tua looks like he could be the best out of those three.
That is probably the worst take I ever heard to say.
Bro, you guys are playing the result.
You guys want to hear something? Tua has played more games in the NFL than Burrow has.
Exactly. So Tua gets away. You're right, Steven. Tua gets away with his reputation for injuries than Joe Burrow does.
Stop it,
healthy,
bro.
Yeah.
Okay. So, right. The fact is, though, that whether or not it doesn't matter what I want, doesn't matter what Pete wants. The Dolphins absolutely love Tua, and if he stays relatively healthy, and if he wins a playoff game, he keeps playing around how he's playing now. he's absolutely getting a tremendous contract. And again, that's not based on what I want or what anybody else wants. It's about what the Dolphins are going to do with it. So.
Yeah, you're right at the part where you say it doesn't matter what anybody wants. That's a fact. This is just our opinions. We get to come on the podcast with Steven and give our Dolphin thoughts. But at the same time, like I said, the owner is involved. If the owner doesn't like the quarterback, he's not going to match an offer that other teams are willing to pay. It sounds like Tua is out of here.
No, it does not.
So anyway,
it doesn't sound like he's out of here.
So everything. So may I speak? May I speak?
Pete likes to stir the pot.
Can I give an example, Steven?
You know what? Rashad hasn't talked yet. Rashad hasn't had an opportunity to talk.
Look,
Can you let Rashad talk?
Let me just real quick, Rashad. Let me just bring you to reality. Our first head coach with Greer, right? Brian Flores. He wanted to bench Tua and get rid of him, and it all backfired against him, right? So it made us all seem, Flores sucks, whatever. He wanted to bench Tua, he sucks, they fired him. That's the reason, right? He was wrong. But yet, the owner didn't back those allegations. When we fired Brian Flores, in fact, Stephen Ross didn't defend Tua in no shape, way, or form. He left himself an out, which sounds bad, whether you guys want to leave it or not. He didn't stand by his guy. He didn't. He got here on the podium and told us all, I will let the new head coach that I hire make the decision on the quarterback that he wants.
And he made the right decision.
It doesn't matter if it was the right decision or not.
True.
But it shows that the owner,
that's not true.
what the owner's mind is on.
Where did you hear that?
Give Rashad a chance.
All right,
No. Now I want to hear
Go
from
ahead,
Pete.
Rashad.
Who told you that?
Rashad, don't scream into the mic. Don't scream into
Rashad, I want you to get Rashad. Can you please just give your take? Don't ask Pete his opinion because then he's gonna go on a rant again.
Por favor, yeah.
Man, anyway, we're saying that we won't pay Tua, who's already under contract. Period. Point blank. And two, who's going to be our quarterback if we don't pay Tua? If we don't match an offer, as you're saying, are we going for Kirk Cousins or Josh Dobbs?
I know.
Because those are the two best available quarterbacks in the free agency market. So
I like Josh
Pete,
Dobbs.
Skylar Thompson, the next, Kurt Warner or whatever.
You're talking about the guy that's 1-7? You talking about our backup that's 1-7?
Yeah,
I mean, listen,
the guy that can't even beat out Mike White. He can't even beat out Mike White for the backup position, but he's the savior. So.
That is not out of the question that Tua plays to a contract that the Dolphins don't want to agree on, and he walks away. There's just a possibility that can happen.
And who should be the quarterback?
But listen, can we just look at real quick? Let's just look at the history of quarterbacks and like good quarterbacks and how they're treated by their franchises.
Let's look at the history of the salary cap hell that our general managers has put us through.
Let me finish real quick. The last time a quarterback that was playing really well, that was drafted by his franchise, was let go, was the Drew Brees situation almost 20 years ago, and that's because he was a torn right shoulder.
No. Remember.
No. It doesn't happen, bro.
No.
It doesn't happen. If you have a quarterback, you pay him.
Breaking news. The USFL and XFL have officially merged and will kick off March 30th.
Oh, wow.
They have officially merged.
No, I got to go try out for that.
Maybe I'll just try out and play safety. I'm 36, but I think I can
merged.
Hey, there's no age limit. Go out there and try.
You get on my damn nerve, but if you ever made the league, I would buy your jersey. I would buy your jersey.
Every time they league merges with the other league, that means they're bankrupt pretty soon. The NFL is king, bro.
No, but the NFL,
number one.
The NFL has a relationship with the XFL. The XFL ain't going nowhere.
That's what I'm saying. But the XFL just merged with the competition. That goes to show you that somebody's got to go.
Other way around. The competition said in order for us to survive, because the XFL has a relationship with the NFL, we need to merge with them. That's all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're going to get eaten out. Somebody's eating somebody.
The XFL is eating the USFL.
There you go.
What's eating Gilbert Grape?
Merging is good though, because that's what the AFC and the NFC did, right? They merged. That's exactly what the NFL did. They brought in AFL, whatever it was called.
I gotta be real. I think that there's a need for a spring league, and I think it could be very good product if they were to combine. So I'm glad that they did, and I think that there needs to be some. I know people think it's crazy, but I'm a
developmental league would be cool.
There needs to be a big developmental league.
Thank you, Will. And send struggling players there to get their confidence back.
Yep.
You mean like the World League that failed in Europe?
So here's what I would ultimately like to see. I like what the NFL Europe did back in the day, where they would send players off practice squads to go fulfill those players over there in NFL Europe. So when you would watch those games, you would see the logos of the teams that they represented on the back of their helmet, right? So it allowed them opportunity for fan bases to be like, oh, that guy's a Dolphin. I'm going to root for him, right? So I think that I would like to see all the practice squad players have an opportunity to play in the spring league. They should be offered contracts to play in the spring league. And I think all 50 players that leave college should be given an opportunity to play in those leagues too, right? I think that there's a need for it. I think that there's a big need for it. And players that, like Jamarcus Russell, imagine, and that's an extreme case, right? But imagine if Jamarcus Russell had a spring league to go down to and play, right? Skylar Thompson is a great example. Skylar Thompson in the spring league would be great.
All jokes aside, Tua's rookie year, he could have benefited from like a developmental process.
I like the idea of a development.
Look at the Rams leading receiver. The Rams leading receiver, Puka Nacua. I think he came from what, the USFL or the XFL?
And by the way, a spring league allows for two things. There's no competition that you have to worry about with the NFL. The NFL doesn't feel threatened by it because it's all developmental guys. They're not, and they can still have stars that are retired, right? Like these running backs that aren't they can be like, well, I'm going to go play. I still want to play football. All right, we'll go play.
Ricky played for the Argonauts. Remember, Ricky Williams went up and played for the Toronto Argonauts. I think that was because of the weed
stuff, but
real quick, the only difference between football, football and baseball and basketball, the problem with the developmental league is the risk of injury is so much greater in football. So, if you go play in the spring as a player, you're taking a calculated risk.
You only do 8, so that's why you only do 8 weeks. It should only be 8 weeks long, and do 2 or 3 weeks of postseason. That's it. Do 8.
Yeah,
weeks.
I feel they had to. They were forced to do that. Based on now, especially now, I mean, I know not all college players get paid, but now you got college players getting paid as well.
It should be 8.
So for sure,
8 games over a 10-week period. So you have 2 bye weeks.
Okay. Yeah.
They had to merge. They had to merge.
Good idea for certain kind of guys. Remember DeQuandre White last year? Guys like that are really big and fast, but they don't have necessarily route running ability or vision yet.
You remember how excited everybody was with DeQuandre White and the quarterback that threw him the perfectly timed pop pass.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna. I like what Batman
was hyping him up.
I like what Andrevius said a second ago. At the end of the year,
a perfectly timed pass.
All active rosters, practice squad players, and third string quarterbacks should be automatically allowed to go play in the developmental spring league. All practice squad and third string quarterbacks. Who's not watching Skylar Thompson for 8 weeks? We all are. Because by the time training camp,
you're gonna watch, right? Exactly. Why are you gonna watch, Steven?
You'll have.
I don't know why you threw Pete this bone, Steven.
Why are you gonna watch, Steven?
Wrong.
I'm not watching Skylar Thompson. I want a new emergency.
And by the way, Rashad, I'm not just saying. I put out Skylar's name, but whoever the third string.
You know why Skylar? You know why you said Skylar?
I want Skylar Thompson off this team. He's a waste of an emergency quarterback spot.
Yeah. I got real quick a funny story. Back in like 06, 07, Sage Rosenfels, he was doing this thing called Rent a Sage to the fans where you could literally pay him like $1,000 and he'd come chill with you and your buddies for the day and like play Madden and shit. I remember that. He called it Rent a Sage. It was really funny back in the day. But anyway, I got to bounce. It was fun. You can look that up.
Sage Rosenfels, correct me if I'm wrong. You said you could back in the day you could pay him $1,000.
Something like that. He called it Rent a Sage. Yeah, I was reading about it. I was on that Finn Heaven message board back then. We were all talking about it.
Sage. Is that
Rent a Sage?
I think $1,000 is a little heavy.
References to it.
I can't believe they got y'all Sageoneers back then.
That's so funny. Yeah, he threw that. Him and Chris Chambers hooked up to beat the Bills in that game in like 06, I think. Remember Chambers had like 230 yards. He like went off. That was a sick game. That was really cool. But anyway, I think that was 06. But yeah, I gotta go. It was fun. I'll talk to you later, fellas.
Peace out, Will. Good to see you.
Peace.
Nice, Will.
Sick Turtle said, "Who's ready for Sunday?"
I'm not gonna lie, Steven. I don't think we're gonna beat the Commanders, dude.
Oh, jeez.
Trying to.
Hey man, are we going for Zach Ertz or what?
I would love for us to go to Zach Ertz.
We got a lot of injuries.
He's a tight end who can block. He's a tight end who can catch. He's like, I would love to see Zach Ertz.
I'm gonna be. Am I crazy because I don't get turned on by going after other people's trash? Like y'all think they cut him because he's still good?
I think Julian Hill is better than Zach Ertz at this point of their career, but
he's Durham Smythe's ceiling. He's Durham Smythe at prime Durham Smythe. Slow, good hands, great blocking.
Zach Ertz Julian Hill fumbled, but at the end of the day, that was a good play.
You said what? You said, is he still good?
Yeah.
I mean, when he was in Philly, he wasn't good. He was a great blocker, and he had sure hands. He didn't get open. He didn't do anything spectacular. It was just great hands and great blocking. I don't think you can take that away from a player. Like Jerry Rice played till he was like 78 years old because of his hands. You can't take that away from somebody. Now, if we're saying he can't block anymore, I honestly think it's the confidence in the quarterback to throw it to a man that's covered and believing he's going to come down with it, because it was like he wasn't getting the targets, and then his quarterbacks was in and out the lineup, rotating and stuff while he was in Arizona. So I don't know. I couldn't tell you if it was good or bad.
He got smoked by a rookie, Trey McBride.
What do you mean by smoked? I don't get it.
He got put in. That's it. They sent him away. They sent the guy away.
You can say that about a lot of people. I mean, they probably was like, you know what? We're not doing anything. You're getting up there in age. We need the money. You want a Super Bowl. So go ahead and pick a team. That's like saying Darius Leonard got smoked by his backup. Like, come on, dog.
Yeah, that's it. They got rid of him. Like Andrevius said, we don't want the trash, bro. We're good with Julian Hill and Durham Smythe. This offense is not predicated on the tight ends. These guys are always open. They're always open.
I do want to ask you guys, what do you feel about JPP on the Dolphins?
JPP, didn't he win the Super Bowl with Tampa that year? He got a sack in the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah, but that was a couple of years ago. We're far removed from that at this point.
How many years ago, Steven? That's 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
He was with the Bucs. He was what? With the Giants. He won a Super Bowl, I think, with the Giants too, no?
I feel like it's a rotational piece for us, Steven. I'm hoping he can make one big play for us in the playoffs. That's what I'm hoping. I don't even care if he don't do shit in the regular season. He one big sack in the postseason.
I don't. You see, this move I don't like at all, and I gotta be honest with you. You know why? I get it. He's a no,
Dolphins make?
No, because guess what? Where's Melvin Ingram? He was already here. That's the guy we should have brought back. Paid Melvin Ingram.
He did not fit into this scheme.
I felt like Melvin Ingram played good when he had his opportunities.
Yeah, bro. You guys said the complete opposite. You guys love Melvin Ingram.
God damn it! I hate when I agree with Pete because I think Melvin Ingram was really good in our system.
Yeah,
he was
2 years ago.
He's not with
That was
with
last
anybody.
year, Steven. That was last year we had Melvin Ingram.
You said he was really great in the system, and I said 2 years ago for a reason.
Like he gave us good production off
With a
his
bad
limited
coaching
snaps.
under Josh Boyer.
He was a Boyer and Flores guy. Fangio wanted something different.
That man wasn't no Boyer guy. That man was y'all gonna pay me, guys?
I love how they just stick the labels on them like new employees. Here, this is your name for today.
I don't think anybody was a Boyer guy. What are we doing?
Hold on, I'm trying to do something.
I don't know. I like Melvin Ingram. I was on this offseason. I was banging the table to bring him back, but they didn't listen to me.
Yeah, but would you rather are you saying that you would have rather seen Melvin over JPP?
Yes.
Well, let Van Ginkel rock. Let Van Ginkel do his thing once and for all. Let stop having people overshadow Van Ginkel. At this point, the injuries are going to benefit
Cap.
Van
We're
Ginkel.
not saying, and we're not even saying starters, just as depth. JPP's not going to be a starter. Van Ginkel, JPP better not be a starter. It better be Van Ginkel. Y'all heard him, coach, what he said. That guy went Van Ginkel on that play. Van Ginkel's nasty. We're not. I love Jalen Phillips. He's good. I keep telling you guys, but I like Van Ginkel's
Don't say it, bro. Don't say Van Ginkel's better than JPP. I mean Jalen Phillips.
I mean, he maybe not better, but there's a difference, bro. And I feel like he disrupts things a little bit, like different, straight up, a little bit different.
More than Agba?
Definitely more than Agba. Agba's just bigger. I think Van Ginkel could get to the quarterback quicker than Agba.
Did I hear Pete say earlier that he thinks we're gonna lose to the Commanders?
Yeah, you heard him. You heard him right.
Unbelievable.
But it is, dude. Lewis is unbelievable. That's what your internet sounds like. You sound like Tigger from Winnie the Pooh, or Igor. Is it Igor? Igor. Hey Tigger. Hey Winnie.
I don't know who it is.
I got kids. I'm sorry.
The fact of the matter is, Steven, Pete made an argument last week for Tim Boyle. He thought Tim Boyle was going to beat us. The Jets were going to beat us. I told you earlier he made the argument for Aiden O'Connell. I would love to hear Pete's reason of why he believes Miami this weekend will lose to the Washington Commanders. Like, just tell me why, Pete, you think we're losing to the Commanders.
Look, the main reason is this guy Sam Howell. Number one, he leads the league in passing for a reason, right? He's a gunslinger, and he kind of I know they're 4-8.
Also, the most hit quarterback in the NFL this year.
We just
also
lost Jalen.
He leads the league in passing because he hasn't had his bye week, and he has 100 more pass attempts than mostly everybody else.
And he has to pass the ball because they're always losing.
There's nothing else to do in the fourth quarter when you're down 2 or 3 scores except throw the ball, sir.
But continue. Oh, I think he's done.
He's Ryan Fitzpatrick at a young age, Stephen. What we're witnessing. This guy is pretty much a rookie, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
There's a reason Ryan Fitzpatrick played for 12 teams in the NFL.
But he was good. And on any given day, just like this guy, bro, he has some weapons.
Let me ask you this: are you worried about Will Levis or Sam Howell?
He was good in Buffalo for just a little bit, and was good in Miami for just a little bit.
Steven, I'm gonna be
So you worried
honest.
about Will Levis or Sam Howell?
If it's two players I hate this fan base for, it's them pretending like Ryan Fitzpatrick was ever good and pretending like Chad Pennington was like some great quarterback. I fucking hate our fan base for this shit.
There is a
Chad
reason Matt
Pennington
Moore
was second
became
in
the
MVP
starter.
voting with 2 votes.
To me, he reminds me of Ryan Fitzpatrick, and he's a scary player, and his stats show it.
Pete,
The wins are not on there, but guess what, Steven? I'm gonna just tell you,
Matt Moore?
4 touchdown passes versus the Eagles. If he throws 4 touchdown passes versus us, let's say, and I'm gonna tell you something right now. This is another thing McDaniel rubs me wrong sometimes. We need to get ball first. Especially versus Washington, because if Washington goes down, we defer. They get ball first. They go down, score a touchdown. I just don't think that we're going to be able to match score for score all game long with them. I don't think so.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
You're gonna like it.
I'm worried about Sunday,
what
Louis.
you say always happens. Pete comes up here, we ask him
What are we
1,000
doing?
questions. Do you know what the Eagles are ranked in pass defense, young man?
A good defense, or are they a trash defense?
No. No. That's why
Sometimes I hate my life when I talk to y'all.
Me too, Andreas. I agree.
Everybody blames me for Pete's words. I don't control Pete.
We should blame
And you and if anything, y'all control Pete, because I give y'all a platform to, if you don't like what somebody's got to say, this is y'all's show. Y'all can do what y'all want.
Time me out. They're just straight up bullies, man.
They're not doing it though, Pete. And you've definitely said some wild stuff today.
What have I said that's wild, Steven? Name one.
Everything.
You don't think the Dolphins are going to beat the Redskins?
Name one.
That's one.
When you woke up this morning and took your first breath, that was the start of it. That was the start of it right there.
Whoever just said we ain't gonna beat the Redskins, you know what? The Redskins will have a better chance than the goddamn Commanders right now.
Facts.
Hey, man,
Straight
that's
facts.
Crazy. Yeah, it's wild.
Oh my goodness. I
That's
love
crazy.
it. What up, VA Dolphins? 757 in the building.
What's good, y'all?
You coming to DC this weekend?
Man, I wish I could, but Christmas has hit me kind of hard this year.
Hey man, look, I understand. Man. I understand.
Yeah,
look,
yeah.
Hey, look. I'll tell you though, if you could drive up Saturday night and just chill with us Saturday night and then drive. I don't know how far that is. It's probably like a 6-hour drive, but from VA. But man, I'm just saying, I'd love to see you. I'd love to see you, man.
Yeah, no, I'm trying. So if something happens, I'm actually in the Charlotte area, so it's gonna be a little bit longer than that.
Oh, I thought you were in VA. I thought you were in VA.
No. Like I grew up. I'm from VA. I grew up in VA, but I moved to Charlotte 3-4 years ago.
Where were you born?
I was born in Millington, Tennessee.
Oh, okay, all right. I was born in Portsmouth. I was born in Portsmouth.
My pops was we're a military family, so we moved around and stuff when I was younger.
Most people who were from the 757, I know it.
Oh yeah.
252 and 757. I know all about them area codes.
Now I'm more of I'm an 804 757. I don't know what that new BS they got going on is, but
it's crazy. You can't even rep area codes no more.
It really can't. You know what I mean?
At all.
Oh yeah.
MCJB, what's good, my guy?
Oh, look at Von Joe, what he said.
I thought that was Von Joe.
Von Joe says some wild stuff in the chat. I can't repeat that, Von Joe. What I'm not going to do is repeat that. Crazy in the chat.
It about?
What up, Steven? How you doing, partner?
How you doing, MCJB?
Good, fella.
How's Atlanta treating you?
You said what?
How's Atlanta treating you?
Shit, I don't like shit. I hate this damn city. I hate it. I always hate Atlanta. The traffic sucks. The weather sucks right now. Fuck Atlanta. The sports suck. Everything sucks.
Damn, tell me how you really feel.
The only thing good about
I heard
it is our hip
I
hop
heard they have good
industry.
strip clubs there.
We got good hip hop industry. That too, and good food.
And Killer Mike from there, and I love Killer
Magic
Mike.
City's overrated, bro.
I've never been. I wouldn't know.
It is overrated. I would say it's overrated. The food's good.
Hey, MCJB.
What's up,
MCJB. Our Pete's takes suck in
Man,
I'm
I'm sorry, Pete, but I gotta agree with Lewis. What the hell are you talking about, Pete?
I
don't go off on you like that. I try to hold. I love you, buddy. I try to hold my shit in. Today I gotta come up. What the? Oh boy!
About what?
Get on camera. Can we get?
No, I've been holding this shit for a year, bro.
Hey, everybody get on camera.
Wow, a whole year.
Everybody
get on camera. Crazy,
Everybody
bro.
get on camera.
You made me go crazy.
Get on camera, Rashad. Do what I tell you to do.
My haircut too fresh right now, man.
I love you, Pete. You know what y'all love out here, Pete. You know I got love. A whole bunch of love for you, Pete. But you made me go berserk, bro.
Clubs, you might get shot at.
I'm just playing. What's up, Pete?
It's the truth. All y'all come down here and go to Tootsie's. I was like, man, if y'all don't go to the damn office.
Hey.
Man, the office looks small, bro. I don't know how they pack 400 people in that place, bro.
Tootsie's, let's go. I was looking at I have to admit, I was looking at the adult establishments in DC, and yeah, they didn't have good reviews. They didn't have good reviews at all. So I don't know.
But the talent observation was
hey. You know, I try to go to an adult establishment in every city I go to just to see.
Which one didn't have a good review?
Young blood.
I don't remember.
Yo, I'm coming down Dolphins.
There's like 3 of them. They all had bad reviews.
One thing about strip clubs, Steven, if they have a lot of bad reviews, they're the best
leave
ones.
Me alone. My bad. I didn't mean to interrupt y'all conversation. My fault.
Hey, MCJB wants to move to Miami, bro.
Hey,
man, I do want to move. I actually want to move.
If they could make it,
I want to move out of Atlanta
down there.
I'm telling him, do not move to Miami, bro.
The home of the Super Bowl champions, right here. You heard it here. Yes, sir.
Tell them they're home to the #1 rated tax increase the property market in everybody is.
Stop killing the mood, Cap. Hold on. What you think about that?
Oh, you in California?
What you think about that, Pete? It's home of the Super Bowl champs.
We ready for
that?
Cuz?
That sounds impossible in my head, but I could dance to it.
Man,
we're raising money. Hey, by the way, a portion of the proceeds this weekend are going to 4D Fam, the nonprofit organization by Nick Needham and his mom Shannon Needham. His mom is going to be at our event all weekend, so a portion of all the proceeds are going towards his nonprofit. So I'm pretty excited about that.
That's what's up.
Oh, you're going to DC? Oh, yeah,
I'm throwing the whole thing together, MCJB. Where have you been? I'm literally putting the whole thing together.
I've been busting my butt, working 9 to 5, no studio time.
I'm the one who is putting together the FedEx Takeover. Me and
I'm
Ryan.
sorry.
Ryan
My bad, Steven. I'm sorry.
How's the weather projected right now over there?
Right, it's supposed to rain. I'm not happy about that.
And Crypto got the hot dog.
It's gonna rain, Steven?
Oh yeah, you owe Crypto a hot dog.
No,
Crypto, that changes everything. Why didn't you mention that before, bro?
To be fair, it's some bipolar ass weather there.
They said it's gonna rain and it's gonna be cold.
Oh shit!
No, I know it's gonna be cold because anything under 60 is cold for us.
I'm out of here. Y'all gonna start
Lewis, don't leave.
Y'all gave Pete another bullet.
Lewis, don't leave. Lewis, don't leave.
Now it's gonna be raining.
Oh my God.
Our small quarterback with his small hands ain't gonna be able to hold on to the ball. It's a multiple interception game.
Gonna be Tennessee all over again.
All that and some, Lewis. Tell us, Lewis. All that and some.
Wait,
Lewis knows what's coming. That's why he knows what to say.
There was nothing funnier than the Tua has small hands era.
Bro,
A quick Google search was just like, nigga, you got like the 4th biggest hands in the league. What are you talking about?
Anything y'all see on the internet, that's the problem with the new generation.
He said a quick Google search.
For the longest time, I used to just be like, yeah, maybe he got small hands. Who cares? Then I just Googled it one day. I was like, what?
They have sizes of players' hands. Oh,
yeah, they measure the length of your hands. That's why everybody picks on Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett's hands are like my size, and I'm 5'8".
That's why Kenny took up Pickett.
What's the quarterback from Detroit? He got small hands too.
All right,
Golf.
so this is
Golf.
Yeah,
this is from last year. Okay, so
Russell Wilson has the biggest hands, by the way.
This is from
and
last.
He's like 5'11".
Okay, all right, hold up. I need y'all to give me y'all's prediction, top 5, and if you've looked at the list, don't say nothing.
Russell Wilson's number 1, unless the new rookie class has.
So give me 2 through 5, y'all. Who do you think?
I don't remember 2 through 5.
Last year.
Dylon,
and Dylon, because I spit hot fire. Come on, guys. Who y'all think's up there? Give me who you think's up there.
Who, me?
Where?
I don't think I care enough.
Biggest hands in the NFL.
I don't want to measure other dudes' hands. I'm straight.
You do if you about to invest the first round pick in them.
All right, y'all
does he have a big hand?
I'm gonna tell y'all. Y'all ready?
Go ahead.
All right, so Russell Wilson at 10.14 is the biggest. All right.
Ooh, that's
second biggest, and this, by the way, this list is from last year. Second biggest hands were Aaron Rodgers at 10.18. Third biggest hands with the same size was Josh Allen. Matthew Stafford at 10 was number 4, and number 5 was Dak Prescott with 10. And then just so you know, the people that are still at 10 inch or whatever it is, 10 whatever. What is this measurement in?
Conversation needs a lot of pauses.
Inches. They're inches. So yes, a lot of pauses. So biggest size. So tied for 4th. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 quarterbacks tied for 4th with 10-inch hands. Matt Stafford, Dak Prescott, Justin Herbert, Trevor Lawrence, Carson Wentz, and Tua Tagovailoa.
Bro, get Pete out of here. Get Pete out of here.
So Tua is tied for 4th of the biggest hands in the NFL.
Pete, you're a lot.
One of Pete's talking points. He's got tiny hands. He's got tiny hands.
I never say that. I say he can't see over the line of scrimmage. He's short. Spot thrower. You guys argued that for years.
What was that voice?
He comes out on Hard Knock.
What was that
voice? Feel about that?
Hey, level 2.
All the Tuaneers that fought me about that. How do you guys feel now? Hearing out of the home, hearing it out of the wolf himself. How do you guys feel about that?
Hey,
crazy.
Hey, can I hear that voice again from Andrevius?
He's got tiny hands. He's got tiny hands.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo. Hey,
I just love how this season is going, guys. This is a shocking season. It is awesome. Our guys are overperforming. And it's awesome. You got look at you guys. This fan base does not know how to act. The fan base does not know how to act.
Something else. All right, we're gonna do final thoughts of the day because I got too much stuff to do and I still got to pack. So we're gonna do final thoughts. We'll start out with VA Dolfan. Final thought, man.
What's up? Yeah, we're gonna trash the Commanders. That's one. But I actually hopped in here because I want to get some. I need the name of the cancer organization that the bet between Lewis and I is.
Dolphins Cancer Challenge.
Word, yes, DCC. Yeah, I'm about to see if I can get my my job to.
What's the bet?
Match.
Oh,
it's
what's the bet?
Damn.
40 touchdowns, 4,000 yards for Tua. He gonna get the 4K, but it's not looking like he's gonna get the 40 anymore. He needs to average 3 touchdowns a game for the rest of the season. And I don't think that. I mean, it could happen because he could have a 5 or a 6. You know, that's possible. But
remember, he could drop 6 on the Ravens. Remember
that, right? You know what I mean? So it's possible it still happen, but it's not likely. So
remember the last 3 games of the
season.
He's
gonna get 30. I don't know about 40.
He's going to have one of those or two of those
Dolphin.
4 or 5 touchdown games.
Look, I already know this might not look good for me, so I'm just gonna go ahead.
He was definitely on pace to hit it. But in the last couple of weeks, it's been a little slow. So, still obtainable, but not likely. Yeah.
Wait. So let me get this straight. You're already giving in. So that's why you're up here saying you're ready to pay the bet. Is that what's going on?
It's not about giving in. Like, I can realistically look and see what the numbers are today. He's still 18 touchdowns away from 40 in 6 games. That's 3 a game. Like, that's a tall task to order to especially with especially with Baltimore.
Still the chosen one though. He's still the chosen one.
That's what I'm saying. He could have 2 games with 4 touchdown passes.
Don't let him.
Another one with 2.
Don't let him.
He definitely could.
Touchdowns this weekend.
Yeah.
Then
it's back on.
Right next week. I was just getting the information for him. I was just letting him know.
No, I need the information because I'm trying to get my job to match my contribution. So
I'm talking about.
They're gonna need to do their research. So I'll be with HR at a Christmas party on Tuesday, so I'm gonna bring it up to HR then. You know what I mean?
Hey, look, man, there's this awesome morning show. You guys should sponsor it, but if you guys aren't gonna do that,
I mean, they're based in Atlanta, so I'm assuming the money would go to the Falcons. But I'll toss it out there.
Hey, talk to Pete. Get it together with the Falcons community. Donate to the Dolphins. Pete's a Falcons fan.
So, that doesn't shock me.
I didn't know that.
That doesn't shock me.
Pete, you're a Falcons fan. You ain't say nothing.
I guess to the Tuaneers, I'm a Commander fan.
You're a Commander? No, it's the Redskins.
The Commanders.
I mean, that's what I say. F it.
You might.
But that's what's up. That's what's up.
All right. Is that it, VA Dolphin?
Yeah. I just need to get that information so I can make some moves and stuff.
Hey, man.
But fins up. We about to trash the Commanders on Sunday.
Yes, we
What's
are.
Up? Yes, sir.
Love it, brother. Be good.
All right,
I'll go next. My bad.
Go ahead, Batman.
I just wanted to say, because nobody's acknowledged Cruz has the best logo out here. And shout out to Cruz.
Hold on.
We outside, fellas. We outside.
We're outside.
Let me put that up on the screen.
We outside.
I like that.
We outside leverage.
That's what I'm talking about.
I like it. Man. It looks good.
Doing the longer show for us. Everybody fins up. Be safe out there. See you on the flight, and have a good time. For those of us that can't make it,
I leave tomorrow morning. So
where are you going?
For the 50 millionth
time. Gotcha. Never mind. It makes
sense. No. Since y'all don't remember, just stop for a second. Saturday night, the meet and greet at DuPont Circle at the Admiral. Okay, make sure y'all are there. Over 500 RSVPs to this thing. It's gonna be popping. Y'all need to be there. We're gonna have 50-50 raffle. We're gonna have an autograph and Miami Dolphins raffle. DJ Sick Turtle's gonna be in the building. Miami Dolphin theme menu is gonna be awesome, right? And then Sunday's the tailgate. Okay, make sure you get your tailgate all inclusive, eat and drink. We got tailgate games. We got a full service bar. We got live DJ, cigar lounge, and much more. Okay. Get your tickets now on Tailgreeter. Go to tailgreeter.com or download the app. Type in FedEx Takeover. We are located, just so y'all know, in the RV bus parking lot. Okay. So if you're coming and you're not going to take the bus, because by the way, we have a bus going from the group hotel, which is the Hampton Inn in DC White House. And there's still rooms available, by the way, booking.com as well as Hilton. You can still get rooms there. We do have the bus leaving at 8:30 in the morning to go to the tailgate. If you're not going to take the bus, know that D and E Green parking lots are the closest to the tailgate. Okay. We don't have any parking passes. You got to get that on your own. But D and E Green, you want to go to the bus RV parking lot. So
and there, you see the green section you got up there on the that's where Crypto said he's going to be selling the chicken hot dog. He said he bought 200.
I'm sure he did. I'm sure. And then just as a reminder, DJ Sick Turtle's going to be DJing the whole weekend. And this guy, maybe you've heard of him, Solo D, he's going to be there too. Okay. So it's we outside. Okay. We outside. It's going to be a good one. I hope to see you there. So go ahead, Batman. Finish up.
Fins up, man. Have a blessed weekend. Have fun. Let's get this win. I'm in the 30s, possible 40s as far as what we're scoring. It's Tua time. If anybody wants to know what time it is right now, shout out to Steven for going on to Tua time. We love it. And fins up, everybody.
It is 100%. I just played that for a second for you to get that in there. All right, Batman, be good.
All right, can I go next? I gotta
go ahead, MCJB. Final thought of the day, brother.
All right, fins up. Pete's crazy. Love you, Pete.
All right, MC. Shout out to MC, man.
Mic on that.
I don't know why we love that guy.
All right, who's next? Irving. What's up, Irving? Okay. Irving's in the building.
Okay. Damn it, I wanted to go.
Irving, Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
I'll go.
Does whatever
find your nice burgers. Find your nice burger spot out there in DC, because come Monday you will be eating a what?
40 burger.
There you go. All right.
No, hold up. I had the thing turned down. Dre, you're going last, just so you know. Cruz. Hold up. Spider-Man. One more. Going once. Going twice. All right. Sorry, man.
I think he came off the mic right when you got rid of him.
Did he?
I think I saw his mic go away.
You there?
My bad, bro.
Well, Cruz never has nothing to say.
Bro. I've been clicking the thing and I was clicking my.
And then you got. I didn't touch him. I didn't touch him.
He's back. He's back. Or loading. Something's happening.
Hello. Do you guys hear me?
Yep, we can.
Yeah, we hear you.
There we go. We're good. We're good. Nah, man. Great show. I think we're gonna beat the brakes off the Commanders. I just don't think their defense could keep up with our speed and with our weapons. I think we get back on track.
Well, you got.
What do you mean get back on track?
I think his cell phone service is giving him his last thought.
Yep, sure did. Sorry, Irving.
All right.
Get better cell phone service, Irving.
Hey,
all right, go ahead, Cruz.
Make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and
make sure they do what? Say it again one more time for the people in the back who didn't hear.
Make sure y'all like and subscribe to Miami Sports Music.
I like it.
See y'all next week.
I like it, Cruz. Plain, simple, yet elegant. I like it. Pete, final thought of the day, Pete.
Fins up. I hope I'm wrong, but Steven, you heard Lewis, bro.
You are wrong. You're always wrong.
I'm hardly ever wrong. This is December. You guys got to know we remember what we need to remember.
You're hardly ever right, too. So which one is it? Okay.
I like if I'm in the middle, then I'm smart. But Steven, I can't believe you gave me more fire for my brain. Now I'm leaving today's discussion. I'm leaving today's discussion.
Hate me forever. Lewis is
all I got is more concern because of the weather. You see, I didn't think about snow. I knew it would be cold, but I didn't think about the cold. I didn't think about the rain.
I like the 50s. Stop it.
This Sunday game, especially how Cap has been high with the turnover praise. I gotta be honest, Steven. We're not winning Sunday, and that's my final thoughts. I'll catch you later. Shout out to everything you guys are doing. Awesome show. Shout out to Miami Sports Music. All of the beautiful things you guys are getting into. Love it, man. And that was awesome by the Jets. How you guys all showed up. All of the beautiful fans that showed up to the game over there in New York. Shout
out to them.
Yeah. That was beautiful. That's awesome. I hope all of them had a good time as well. Those are the things that are really special. And you guys had a great time, and I've seen it through all the videos I was able to catch. But other than that, I hope I'm wrong, but I got a feeling, Steven, if the weather is not in good praise on Sunday for us, we're not gonna win, dude. Sam Howell throws a better ball. Sam Howell throws a better ball. All right. Y'all have a good day. See y'all next time.
Okay. I just.
All right.
Why, Dre? Why?
I'm just here to tell you we win by at least 2 touchdowns. That's the only thoughts I have on the game. I really haven't give this game much thought. We're gonna beat them.
Let me tell.
There's nothing to be afraid of.
Let me ask you a couple things.
Okay, go ahead.
A couple things. If you like a channel and support a channel, what are some ways you can help support that channel, Dre?
like, subscribe, become a member, donate,
All right, can you say with a little bit more enthusiasm,
You
please?
can like, subscribe, donate, become a member. You could also be friends with the guy who never texts you back, but that's cool though. Anyways,
I wish you were coming, man.
I'm kind of jealous that y'all going to the DC game. I want to
I wish you were
go.
Dude, find a flight, get up here, man.
So I'm poor, Steven. I don't know if you know that. I'm poor. I can't afford this. But we do have We Outside Leverage toy drive donations. They're up.
Tell the people about that. What is that?
Donate to the toy drive. We're trying to raise a certain amount of money. All the money goes to the kids. If you see me at all the away games and at the home games in the 72 Club, mind your business. The money is for the kids, I promise. All right, fins up. Bye.
Oh, you guys are good. I love doing this show. I really, really do. You know what I want to do one more time? So this is, I love doing this, and there's a lot of stuff that I've had to do this week. And it's just been overwhelming and insane to get ready for this FedEx Takeover. And there's days and there's times that, doing the show can be overwhelming too. I know that today was a good day because y'all just made it that way, and y'all are the fans, and I love doing stuff for y'all. But I was feeling very overwhelmed even this morning before the show. And my wife wrote me a poem that was, she thought, my thoughts. And I know some of y'all haven't heard it yet, so I want to say it to you. It's a quick poem, real quick. Just bear with me, because I think it encapsulates my thoughts and feelings of just how I feel right now. Okay. She goes, empathy for me. That's the name of it. My wife wrote this. Wrestling with the weight the world has placed on me, hoping for a moment when I can be free of expectations and demands that keep coming my way. I just want to be a fan and cheer on my team today. Another meet and greet, tailgate, and game, constantly being measured because every experience isn't the same. No one knows the amount of work and energy it takes to be a podcast celebrity. I do not think I'm a celebrity, by the way. Always on, even though I'm trying to rest, giving everything I have to be the best. Fingers of blame always seem to be pointing my way, but when things go well, no one has anything to say. A great husband, dad, friend, and podcaster is what I aspire to be, but the world just continues to place additional weight on me. Searching for refuge that will allow me to take control, my dream is to sit back and watch my team win the Super Bowl. As I look around to see the journey I have been on through today, I realize I have overcome a lot of habits and hangups along the way. Am I perfect? Only the 72 Dolphins can claim that prize, but I am blessed and will work to see myself through God's eyes. Shout out to my wife. She hit the nail on the head. She really did. She really did. I said that to open the show, and I feel like that was a good way to close the show today. It's going to be a lot of fun. I hope to see a lot of you out there this weekend. If you guys like the show, donate to the channel. It helps the channel grow. If you're not able to donate, share. Let people know about us. Share all the stuff for the FedEx Takeover this weekend. That helps, right? So I want to keep doing this, and I want this to grow, and I want this to be big. And I know I need to be on more regularly, but this week has just been absolutely insane. And yeah, so anything you guys do to, make this happen, this dream become a reality, I love you all for it. And I really mean that. Shout out to everybody today. Tomorrow's Friday. I'm going to be traveling, but follow me on social media at Stephen D. SKPO. Spread kindness, positivity, and love. I'll be there. I'll be available through social media all weekend. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I'll be doing, and Facebook. Okay. at Stephen D SKPL. Y'all are the best. I love y'all. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace.
My intuition told me this. To trust the coach, he holds a gift. He knowing when to go with fits. So we knowing when to switch. This year we got the golden pick. Time to see what that pick about. Bad vibes get sent out. Only fans up in this house. We been waiting, yeah, we been patient. Now it's time to cash out, no discount. Super Bowl, yeah, we in route. I don't know when, but it's close. I don't want to overhype, but I just know I like it. So excited, you gon' notice now. You should notarize it. They say Tua from that rock. Shout out to Samoa, and now it's time to lay the smack down. You think you Dwayne Johnson? Time to be the people's champ. Hit them with the people's elbows, stick together like it's Velcro. You think you could stop us? Hell no, all day I dream about sports. I think I need some shadows, custom with some Dolphins colors, just to let them know we here. Yeah.